Hello, hello. Ooh, that's an echo. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. Y'all is in here too. Hey, y'all. What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? Need me a little V8 energy drink. Come on in. Come on in. We got some hot tea tonight. hmm But y'all know the drill. As y'all get in here, and settle down. Okay. I know I'm late. I know I'm late. I know y'all cursing me out. I know I get it. But this is what it is. I may not come when you want me, but I'm always on time.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Guess her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
Guess her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
Guess her being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit scares you.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess. 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Squads in the building. I had to go get me some glasses, honey, because I'm like, my eyes gonna be burning. Okay, I look cute. Okay, okay. I had to go put on some sunglasses in the house, honey. They ain't that dark though. Let me fix my little swoop. For those of you who are just getting here, please put pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for sending such positive energy each and every time. And I always say this: this is not the pink hearts are not just for Mama Brown. It's for anyone who knows someone not just if you know them, if you yourself are going through the big cancer journey, if you are a friend, a family, a loved one, we all have been touched by it in some form or fashion. And I just like to acknowledge, people when I come live because I know y'all here. Okay. I know a lot of my squad members have gone through it, or are going through it, or have been touched by parents and friends and family who have gone through it. So I appreciate all of y'all. It's not just, about me and Mama Brown, but I understand. That's all I gotta tell y'all. I understand. Now, I am here. Okay, some of y'all may have caught me on the TikToks earlier today. I said I was gonna go start going live, in the afternoon on TikToks every day. TikToks. I know it's called TikTok. Okay, TikTok people. I know it's called TikTok. It's a whole nother alternate universe over there. I did not realize there's people popular over there that I didn't even know was popular over there. And then it's like I'm up here thinking I'm popular over there. Don't nobody know me. I'm all on TikTok acting like a big shit. They're like, who is you? Okay. But follow me over on the TikTok. It's I am ATLien on TikTok. Same thing on Instagram. I am ATLien. The weather was very, 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 very nice these past couple of days in Atlanta, even though it rained today. But I had, did a few lives from my balcony. I love me a good balcony live, honey, from the rooftop, swinging in my chair like the little old lady that I am, honey. But we have got you said what was saying what y'all saying? I be trying to look over here, but then the writing over here is just too small. I need to be looking over here because y'all, this is where I be looking at y'all at. But I swear I can't see. I mean, I can see a little bit. I can see me, and I can see the chat, and I can see the heart, but I can't see the words. And so I had to look over here at the big monitor for the words. Maybe I need to move the big monitor over there. I'm gonna hire me somebody to redo all this stuff, chat, because it's been like this for a minute. Hey, I see y'all. Hold on. I'm put the chat on the screen. Okay, there it is. Okay, all right. You said you don't do Facebook. That's okay. If you don't do Facebook, you could do Instagram. If you don't do Facebook, Instagram, you could do TikTok. If you don't do Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you could do YouTube. Trust me, I am all over these interwebs. And if you don't do none of the above, you could do my website, straightfromtheA.com. I might be back over there soon because people acting like I need to be back over there because I be spilling all the tea and they be like, well, it need to be written. Ah, look at the big dog right there, binge worthy said they make a big teleprompter now. Well, what I'm gonna do with the little one? I spent all this money on. Shit. It is so little. It is so little. And I just be wanting to look at it and I can't see shit. Okay. But anyway, I can see myself though. I look real pretty. I can see myself in the teleprompter. Okay. Shout out to Binge Worthy. Okay. I love you, Benji. Okay. Um, this is a whole dress, honey. This is a whole dress. This is not no sweats. This is my evening. My evening attire. I wish I y'all would y'all. Ooh, ooh. This a whole dress. But this is a Adidas Originals. Shout out to Adidas Original. I don't know if you can find this no more, but it's on my S by LTK. You can find it resale, honey. They be selling they high. They is high. I got it when it was on the actual website. I be trying to get my stuff first. That's why you be seeing me with all this Adidas shit I don't need. But anyway, I digress. We got a lot to talk about today. Y'all saw the title, Kenya Moore Eviction. I know y'all are tired, sick and tired of me talking about Kenya Moore eviction, but we got an update because y'all know something big was supposed to happen on February 19th, and today is 21st. And so I'm gonna let y'all know what had happened. Okay. Also, I had put colorist Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan, the colorist. Y'all hate when I say that. Some of y'all hate, but some of y'all know it's true. Okay. So I had put colorist Claudia Jordan on the agenda, and we're gonna revisit, all the stuff she had to say about how she left. She left after she got fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and how she wishes she had never gotten fired. But the people didn't like you, Claudia. That's why they didn't ask you back. I don't know why people be waiting 10 years and try to change the narrative. Also, the DL Whisperer child. I like the DL Whisperer, but apparently he got arrested. He had got arrested, and all the gays are celebrating the DL Whisperer and the TS Manhands drama. And TS Manhands up here acting like he is a demure white woman and he is scared for his life, even though he be dragging black women deadly. I don't understand that. Then they coming to me asking me what to do, and I'm like, let them niggas fight. Let the men fight. Why do us black women always got to come to the rescue? They always looking for us, the mamas, the sisters, everybody. Help me. No, let them men fight. Two grown ass men. I like the DL Whisperer, but I feel like he can take care of his stuff. But we gonna talk about it. But yes, child, the gays all celebrate. They like, oh, the DL people are safer now. It's like my DL boyfriend is safe for now. Okay, he was up in arms and he wasn't treating me right. I don't understand. Isn't the internet big enough for everybody? I'm trying to figure this out. Like, didn't we all come here to share our opinions, and not everybody thinks alike? That's the wonderful thing about the Instagrams and the TikToks and all of y'all who can pick up y'all phone and share your views and everything, because groupthink is a thing. Okay, and if we didn't have other people who have different views and opinion, we may not be able to say, you know what, the way I was thinking might have been wrong. You know what? I think this way as opposed to that way. If you hear other people with different views and stuff, you start to realize that everybody is not the same. Okay, there's different morals, different values, all of the above. So I don't like the fact that they be trying to silence people on this internet. Okay, you call it crab tube. That's what you call it. You said TS Manhands is truly what you call a big back Cadillac. Why y'all do this? Why y'all do this? You said, wow, they must have someone in position of power to deal with their problems being the DL. You know what? I don't even know what. Should I start there first or should I start there last? Y'all let me know. Maybe I'll start. Let me see what I got on this. I got a whole bunch of stuff over here. I'm going to start wherever I want to start. I might start there last. I want to talk about oh Lord, not Monique. Monique was talking about the Ozempic culture. I don't understand why. Let me see what Monique has said, child. I just put it on the agenda. I don't know why, because I felt like maybe she was talking to me, because I've been on the Ozempic and the Mounjaro and the everything for so many months. Hold on. And apparently she said that everybody is taking the drugs and it's taking away our willpower. where's the video? Child, let me see. Monique says a strong message about anyone using weight loss drugs. Hold on. They got somebody thing on it. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. And as y'all get in here, please don't forget to like and share. Now, Monique got her own channel and she be over there dancing and working out and everything. And so apparently, she seems to feel the ways about y'all people who are using these weight loss drugs. Now, in this video that was captured by 103 TV, shout out to them because I don't feel like looking for it nowhere else. Monique actually speaks out against it. Okay. And so we're going to listen to a little bit of what Monique had to say. Hold on. What is the thing now? I'm going to fast forward.
What is the long-term effects? What will it do to your body, your mind? What will it do to us 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And yes, you may look like $1 million on the outside. And you may get down to that size 2 or that size 4 or that size 8 or whatever that thing is. But I would ask you to research what you're putting in your body. Research what you're putting in your body.
I mean, I think that's a bright idea to research what you put in your body. I think that understanding the effects and the long-term effects is a good idea. But I'm trying to figure out why Monique's saying this. Is Monique considering the shot? Is that what it is? Is somebody trying to force her to get on the shot? What are we doing?
They got us caught up in trends. And well, if this big star did it and this big celebrity did it, well, I'm definitely gonna do it. This is what
I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't do nothing because no big star does it. Somebody asked me the other day or earlier today how I felt about Nicki Minaj. I was like, I give two shits about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj can support who she want to support. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna vote for who I want to vote. I don't vote for who the celebrities vote for. I don't do what the celebrities do. Some of y'all might though. Some of y'all might, but it's a new day today. It's like, listen, we have influencers that don't nobody know, okay? But they influences their group of people. So I don't know if celebrity influencing is really as big of a deal as a lot of people think it is.
I will say, and this is just my humble opinion, they're taking away our willpower. They're taking away our fight. They're taking away our ability to say, I believe in myself. I'm going to trust the process. Because if you
they're not taking it away. They're giving you an easy way to do it. Okay. You can still believe in yourself and take a shot and exercise and lose weight. You can still believe because at the end of the day, when you go from point A to point B, when you are very, very overweight and cannot move because your back hurt. Okay, listen, moment of transparency. I was over 300 and something pounds, right? And my back was hurting so bad I couldn't do nothing. I remember being in Miami, couldn't hardly walk because I had lower back pain, and it was all because of my weight. But I had also had a lot of weight in my stomach because of my fibroids. But that's a whole nother story. But at some point, I was talking to my doctor, and they was like, "It's a catch-22." You have to work out in order to lose weight, but you can't work out because you're in pain. So, at some point, somebody needs to give you a jump start so you can get that extra 10, 15, 20 pounds off. So then you can move and move freely. So I don't know. I believe I'm trusting in the doctors because once I got that first 10 pounds off, it was a wrap. I didn't care what I did. I was all over the place.
You can just put the shit in a microwave. If you can put it in a microwave, and what happens when you put it in a microwave? It loses all nutritional value. So, I love us for real, y'all.
Why y'all
I
doing
love my
Monique like
people
that?
for real. I don't love y'all just because the words sound good. And I know some of y'all
Okay, I don't know. Is that all she said? Because I'm not watching this whole 6 minutes. Monique said y'all need to research what y'all putting in y'all bodies. Y'all need to not do it because the celebrities is doing it. Y'all need to make sure that the long-term effects, you're not gonna grow no horn out your ass or something in 10 years. That's what Monique says. But at the end of the day, I would assume, I would hope and pray that there have been trials, there have been research groups, there have been all kind of things that were done before these drugs were approved for weight loss. Now, Monjero back in the day, Monjero was just for the people who had diabetes. Y'all remember that? Because I was taking it back then. And then it got approved as Zepbound. It's the exact same drug. They just changed the name. The FDA then approved it for weight loss because they was like, this is doing more for weight loss than it is doing for anything else. It's helping people. It's lowering their A1 3, AC3, whatever that crap is. It's lowering their blood pressure. So it's some things, that help you in more ways than just losing weight. So that's just my 2 cents. But apparently Monique wants you to think about it. And somebody said maybe it's because Oprah, maybe I can't see what y'all saying. You said maybe it's because Oprah took it, and Oprah is a size 4 with a big old head. Maybe that's it. Okay. I don't know what it is. Monique still has a beef with Oprah. Monique knows Oprah has stock in certain weight loss drugs. Monique knows that, so maybe Monique using her influence to stop y'all from taking it. I don't know. Mhm. It's your A1C. Thank you. I always call it AC3, A13. Yeah, when your A1C goes down because of these medications, when your blood pressure stabilizes and goes down because of these medications, it's better than losing weight. That's how I feel about it. You said Oprah had got sick. A lot of people get sick. That's why you need to do what's best for you and your body. Okay. You said be mindful. Bill Gates is behind one of the GLPs. Oh, okay. You said Oprah look good. Okay. Oh well, there you have it. Okay. I ain't lost all the weight that I want to lose, but I lost enough that I'm pretty satisfied. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. If you are on a weight loss medication, be careful. Okay, just be careful. Move around, eat your food, drink your protein. Okay, make sure you get enough protein every day. Don't not eat at all. Drink plenty of water. All of the above. Do everything your doctor says. Okay. Yes, high cholesterol too. Your cholesterol goes down. All of that. All of that. Somebody said ginger and lemon juice is a natural Ozempic. Okay, ginger and lemon. I used to do that too. I used to do that. So anyway, like and share. I appreciate Monique's input, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna take Monique. Well, she gave good advice, I guess. Just know what you're doing, just know what you're taking, and be warned. You've been warned. And basically, she also said something about celebrities quietly backtracking. Let me see. I'm trying to look at this. What is the long-term effects? What will it do to your body, your mind? What will it do to us 10 years from now? Monique encouraged people to ask themselves, and yes, you may look like $1 million on the outside. You may get down. We saw that. She said they got us caught up in the trends. And then they said she was referencing people like, Serena Williams, Oprah, Vanessa Williams, Whoopi Goldberg. She said, this is what I will say, and this is just my humble opinion. They're taking away our willpower. We saw that too. She said, because we're so easily tricked, especially us talking about the black people. She said, the black people, y'all be tricked. She's saying it's a scheme set up by them to come to all y'all black people with the bullshit. But it's a bunch of us black people who was gaining weight by not eating healthy. It's a bunch of the black people who couldn't even afford the GLP-1s. It's a bunch of the black people who need it more than the celebrity. So I don't know. I don't think they're tricking the black people. I think they're tricking the people who can't afford it. Y'all let me know. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. You said Monique is sour patch. Not the sour patch. We just want to look good for the summer. We just want to get summertime fine. That's what we want. We just want to be healthy. We want our blood pressure to be stabilized. We want all of the above. Okay. What's next on this agenda, child? I got so much. I was gonna not try to be long. Claudia Jordan reflects on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why do we care what Claudia Jordan has to say? Now, I have a question, like, because Claudia Jordan was bouncing around on one podcast with the black lady. Now she over here on another podcast with the white lady. There she is using her biracial privilege. There she is using her biracial privilege again. So now she is on this podcast. Hold on. Every time I see her, she on another podcast. Yeah. Like, girl, sit still. Hold on, let me see. That's Freddie O. What Freddie O talking about? Let me see what Freddie O says. Claudia Jordan wish she had stayed. She's on the Wicked Awesome podcast and admitted she looks at leaving Real Housewives differently. Now, the business knowledge she has today, she might have moved differently back then. I'm gonna play Freddie's video just because I like Freddie. Okay, let me see what Freddie had to say.
Stop scrolling. Claudia Jordan is getting real honest about her Real Housewives of Atlanta days. And basically, she's admitting she wished she might have stayed on the show. Girl,
Freddie, you know she lying though, but Freddie ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. I know she do wish she stayed on the show because they kicked her ass right on off. Okay, 10 years ago, however many years ago, what season was Claudia on? Season 6, season 9, one of them, I don't know. But whatever season she was on, they did not like Claudia. The people did not like Claudia, and I understand there was the big Puerto Rico episode with Nene, and Nene read her, and she read Nene. But at the end of the day, that was it. Y'all can't remember nothing else Claudia did. They said season 7. Okay. Y'all can't remember nothing else Claudia did season 7. The only thing I can remember from Claudia season 7 was her calling Nene a gorilla. She said Nene was like gorillas in the mist. She called Greg, Nene's faithful husband. She called Greg a slave. She did all that colorist thing that really earned her the nickname Colorist Claudia. She did all of those things. She was talking about Nene's hair looking like macaroni. You know, black people's hair have texture, Claudia. So, you know, all of those things happened when Claudia was on the show, and you know, apparently nobody liked her. There was even a petition to get her off. Hold on, we're gonna finish listening though.
you done cut that bag off for what?
I kind of wish I would have stayed on Atlanta Housewives now.
The queen of getting
I know she do wish, honey.
multiple checks on multiple podcasts with multiple networks and shows.
Well, Freddie did get a little shady. This is my first time watching this. Freddie did get a little shady. He said exactly what I said. Why is you on multiple podcasts, honey? What is going on? Where's your loyalty? Is she on the Carlos King podcast? She on the podcast with the Erica lady? She on the podcast with this Caucasian lady? She wanted to be on the Breakfast Club. She used to be on Flop. So I don't know. That's not giving successful to me. That's giving I need some money and I'll take any job y'all give me.
Claudia Jordan decided to go to her podcast and tell the world she wished she had stayed on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if you've seen one of the best, but if you haven't, go check out her podcast show, Wicked Podcast, where her and her new bestie met up and was having a deep conversation. In that conversation, the ladies decided to speak on whether...
Freddie, you talking too long. I want to see the video. Now you gonna make me go. I gotta go find it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get out of here. Freddie, you talking too much. I just need a video of what she's saying, what she said. I know it's on my Discord. Shout out to my Discord people. I see y'all. They're like, Freddie is gonna be talking for 5 minutes. And it's probably gonna take me that long to come over here and find it. Hold on. It's in my Real Housewives of Atlanta thread over here. And it says Claudia, because y'all kept tagging me in it. Claudia. And I'm like, who cares what Claudia has to say? Here it is. Shout out to Radiance. And this is the actual clip. Shout out to Freddie. I appreciate your service, sir.
Atlanta Housewives now.
So hold on. Let me put it back up here. Okay. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. She did. She called Tiny a waste of light skin. She said that she couldn't see black people in the dark. Claudia had said so much, but we gonna listen. Now she over here with her Caucasian friends.
I kind of wish I would have stayed on Atlanta Housewives now.
Yeah.
I did the one season. I was asked to come back as a friend of the show to earn my peach back again, which I thought would be exhausting.
Yeah.
That's a lie. 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 Okay. I don't know why she lied to y'all telling you she came back. She had a peach, right? They told her to come back and earn your peach. That's a lie. They did not tell you that. They said you come back as a guest, okay? You would get day rates. That's a lie, because even you have told this story before, Claudia. So how you gonna wait 10 years and tell the story differently?
Mentally. Mm-hmm. And I remember Candy Burris calling me and saying, you should come back. And I said, I don't want to come back as a friend. It's going to feel like a downgrade.
Yeah.
And she's like, but,
It is a downgrade because they ain't want you.
if you think you got fame and like, name recognition from 1 year, trust me, your second and third year, and I think you're good. And I was like, I don't know. I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like
And that Caucasian lady don't care. She like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I really don't care. Yeah, yeah.
kicked ass my first season. I should have been brought back as a housewife. I should have done that. Because I will say, being on Bravo every Sunday night,
Yeah.
I would go fly on
Yeah.
an American airline flight, and the pilot would come out of the cockpit and tell me how his wife loves the show and loves
That's
it.
cool.
Like the fame
Yeah,
I still
that's cool.
get like perks from that from 10, 11
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago. It was, I didn't
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
how huge it was when I was on it.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah. Yeah. She did not give two shits about nothing to Claudia was talking about. And Claudia up here trying to create a whole new narrative 10 years later. Girl, you was fired. We know you was fired. Nobody cares about you being fired, and people haven't cared about you since. Okay, talk about something they wanted me to back as a friend to earn my peach back. Since when? Why you never came back in the whole 10 years since that happened? But ever since she left, she's constantly talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And not a year has gone by that colorist Claudia has not tried to drag Portia. Not a year has gone by that colorist Claudia did not try to drag Phaedra. Not a year has gone by that colorist Claudia did not drag Nene. Okay. And she only shut up when Nene threw her a bone on Carlos King's podcast and said that was like the top of that Claudia could read a little bit. Okay. When she did that, Claudia perked up and she ain't read her as much. Y'all remember all that? I live for the media blitz, honey. You said you don't remember her on there at all. I don't either. The only thing I remember is what is wrong with a bob? What's wrong with a bob? Something, and it was twisted under. Okay, it was twisted under. She is definitely a fan. I think it messed with her mentally though, because Claudia been a little cuckoo ever since then. I do feel like it messed with her mentally because the Housewives fans are a different breed, and they read Claudia up and down these internet streets. That whole Nene, your clit has left the building and you a Hollywood pass around. She could never outlive that. Like they still talk about that today. They still talk about her crusty feet and them corns today. So all the things, the negative things that happened to her on that show, she is really, really in her feelings about, and that's why she continues to talk about it and continues to be in the comment section and continues to do all the things that she does because it was what it was, and that if she had an opportunity to come back that next season, she would have came back. She would have, but it is what it is. She came to the show. Let's talk about why she came to the show, though. She came to the show broke. Okay, she was living in an apartment with no furniture, with just her and her cat. Okay, she didn't have no friends in Atlanta, no family in Atlanta. Like, why is you here? Why are you here? You literally came on the show to go at Nene, and that's what she did. It didn't fare well, and she got the boot. She got the boot. Okay. Y'all let me know. Y'all think that Claudia is telling the truth. I know some of y'all are Claudia fans. Okay. Some of y'all are Claudia fans. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that Claudia was asked back so that she can earn her peach. I don't believe it, but y'all might. Put a 5 in the chat if you think they told her to kick rocks with no socks on. Let me know in the chat. You said nobody cared for Claudia. I know y'all some Housewives fans over here. Okay. I know y'all some Housewives fans, honey. All the stuff that Claudia said, she couldn't see black people in the dark, and we were so pro-black over there. We was the biggest black ensemble franchise, and y'all bring this tragic mulatto over there. All she wants to do is tell everybody that her mama white. Y'all don't remember that? Look at Freddie. Freddie said she was. I know for a fact. Freddie, ain't nobody stunned you, child. I know for a fact too. Let me go to my blog. Okay, you gonna make me go in the archives, ain't he? Straight from the A is the source. Straight from the A, Claudia Jordan fired. Hold on. Straight from the A is the source, honey. She was not only fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was fired from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Hold on. Let me go here. She was fired from everything. And I guess the only reason she got on Ricky Smiley in the first place was because of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me go over here. Hold on. Claudia Jordan, twice fired. Oh, okay. I'm going into the archives just because Freddie want to play with me. Hold on, share screen. We go over here. Bam, bam, boom. Okay, let's see. Twice unemployed, Claudia Jordan was fired from the Ricky Smiley morning show. Okay, Claudia Jordan, former Real Housewives of Atlanta transplant, who went head to head with Queen B, Nene Leakes, has been officially booted for yet another job. Okay. And just a little over a week ago, it was revealed that Jordan was not invited back for season 8. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. Because this was me. Okay. This was straight from the A. This was before it had went public. Okay. Okay. This was June 20th, 2015. Okay. Straight from the A, had that T. Claudia Jordan was out of there. Okay. You see that? Check, 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 check X. Okay. It said, yep, it's official. The cat lady known as Claudia Jordan is no longer a Real Housewives of Atlanta. The single friend of the show turned housewife worked everyone's nerves during season 7 of the popular reality show. And it seems that Bravo heard the cries of the fans and has decided not to offer Claudia the golden ticket to return for season 8. But wait, I've also got a little bit of tea on who is returning. Okay. So this was back then. Okay. I was the first to report it. Okay. And then TMZ had reported it too. It said Claudia Jordan learned the hard way not to mess with Nene because she's been fired. Okay. We told that producers gave her the axe this week and she didn't see it coming. TMZ said that Jordan got a lot of FaceTime last season by standing up to OG Nene Leakes. Fact is, Kenya Moore also mouthed out to Nene, but she earned her stripes. Okay, there go that. And then here go Claudia. Okay, hold on. Apparently, Claudia got the news the same time y'all did because she immediately hit the tweets. She immediately hit the tweets. Okay, but they asked you back, honey. They asked you back as a friend. She said, wait, what? And then somebody said, stop trying to act like you ain't fired, Claudia Jordan. And then she said, what did I say? I was on a plane coming from one of my jobs. Okay. So we got the tweets as evidence too. And here go me in the thing. Jobs, whatever. Anywho, for those of you wondering about who's coming back for season 8, here it is. It was Nene, it was Kenya, it was Sheree, blah, 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 blah. So, there's that. And then a week later, she got fired from the Ricky Smiley show, okay? Because the only reason she was on the Ricky Smiley was because of the Housewives. So we going back in time. People love to change the narrative 10 years later, okay? That's what they do. The years go by and they act like they don't remember what had happened, but we got it on straight from the A. And here it is. It said, I was told by a source a few days ago Claudia would not be returning to the Ricky Smiley morning show after it was made crystal clear that she wasn't returning to Housewives. And now Jordan herself confirmed that she was what was already buzzing on the streets. And so here go colorist Claudia. Okay, she wrote this long ass thing on the internet. What date was this? This was July 9th, 2015. Talk about, I wanted to make an announcement here for all that have been supporting me in all my jobs. After working on the Ricky Smiley show for a year, I am moving on to more opportunities. And so there she is. She wrote all of that. Okay. She had to write all of that. And she said, I'm grateful to blah, 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 blah. And to Mr. Smiley for giving me the opportunity, which in turn helped me have a reason to be in Atlanta, to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see? I told y'all don't be listening to me. This is coming out of Claudia's own mouth. The only reason she was on the Ricky Smiley morning show was so that she could have a job on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But then later on, child, they was arguing with each other. And look, I said for the record, I told y'all a while ago that Ricky Smiley wasn't really feeling Claudia anyway. And after she got the boot from Housewives, it was only a matter of time before she lost that morning show gig. One clue could have been how Jordan's boss, Ricky Smiley, totally cursed out a fan for even associating him with Jordan a few months ago. Now, Ricky Smiley was not seeing it for colorist Claudia. Look. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm going over here, child. We going down the rabbit hole, honey, in the tweets. Ricky Smiley is not here for Claudia Jordan's RHOA mess. This was in April. This was a few months before she got fired. And Ricky said, don't be associating me with that chat. That's what he said. Okay, he was always on Twitter cursing people out. Okay, look, he said somebody said really disappointed. Ricky Smiley and Bravo want to have someone like Claudia on their show that promotes drama. So they said hashtag lost the fan. So Claudia was getting it left and right. They was calling her colorist. They was talking about how she called Greg Leaks a slave. They was talking about how she called Nene Leaks a gorilla. They was talking about all the things. Talk about how she had a Caucasian mama, but she coming over there spewing all those racist tropes. Ricky Smiley said, "Look, I don't want to be associated with that shit." He said, "Don't tie me into that RHOA messy shit. If you don't support me because of her, then you ain't no fan, no damn way." Okay. That's what Ricky Smiley said. They was going back and forth with it. And the girl said, "I am a fan. I just want more positivity." And then Ricky said, "Never fall when I curse one of y'all, never fail when I curse one of y'all out. Then you claim the F word, fan. Tweet me about some mess. I don't watch RHOA." And then Stephanie said, "In life, we can disagree and state opinions." And then Ricky Smiley said, "Ain't no damn fight respectful because I don't respect you at all for adding me to that Claudia mess. Tweet her. Get the fuck out of here." And then he goes on and on and on, child. He said, "No, ma'am, I'm disappointed in you up in this mess, effing up my day. You need to move this discussion to colorist Claudia, honey." Ricky was not seeing it for Claudia. And, eventually they fell out. But, they had fell out anyway. It's a mess, child. We just going back in time. Yes, ask Ricky Smiley. Look, we can even go back to the flop soul days when Claudia tried to get Gary with the T on them. And Ricky Smiley said, "No, you got to make a choice. You either on my show or her show." Okay. I see you, Freddie. Freddie said they still asked her back. They just didn't ask her back in fourth capacity, and she wasn't willing to do that or take less than. Okay. If you say so, because she has said different things as well, but that's okay, Freddie. Hold on, let me see what's it. Claudia Jordan. Hold on. Look, I'm trying to find some more. Hold on. In 2020 and in 20, she said this in 2020 that she expressed regret over leaving and admitted that she should have stayed to fight for her spot, though she originally felt the show was too chaotic. Despite the firing, she said, "The benefits I got from a season on this show were and continue to be plentiful and mind blowing, and has expressed interest in returning." Okay, that was in 2020. Yeah, 2020 when she was talking to Candy Burris. Okay, she also, wait a minute, I'm looking at the Glock. I mean at the Grok. Hold on. Refusal of demotion. Okay, while she was fired, Jordan clarified that she was offered to return as a friend. And that's what she just said, okay, rather than a full-time cast member. But I recall her saying that she wanted that they were gonna give her like what was it? An appearance fee. Okay. And if you get an appearance fee, you're not a friend, you a guest. Okay, you a Miss Lawrence, you a Derek J, you a walk on. Okay. But anyway, moving on from colorist Claudia. You said, is Carlos King not paying colorist Claudia enough money? I don't know what colorist Claudia is paying her. I don't know. You need to ask her. Hey, Freddie Child, what you doing, honey? He said, "Who drives down the highway in a big wheel?" What? Wasn't there a petition that outed her as a colorist? I outed her as a colorist on Straight from the A, but there was also a petition. Hold on, it's still out there. Hold on, let me pull that up. This week going down the rabbit hole. We ain't got nothing but time, child. Here is the petition on change.org. Okay. It said, "Do not renew Claudia Jordan's contract because she hates African Americans." I can't make this up. Hold on, let me show you. I cannot make this up. Do not renew Claudia Jordan's contract for season 8 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo for her racist and colorist comments against African Americans. Okay. Look. It said the issue. Somebody wrote this, honey. Bunny Hammer +6 Somebody said this said Bravo Television Real Housewives of Atlanta season 7 cast member Claudia Jordan's offensive, colorist, and racist remarks about African Americans, in particular dark skinned African Americans, has been documented online since 2009. Her comments have been long on known on the radio and comedy circuits within the African American community. She is particularly known for making remarks against dark skinned African Americans, calling them orangutans, monkeys, and beasts. Okay. Additionally, she had an infamous feud with Tiny Tamika Cottle Harris, a mother, singer, talk show host, TV producer, as well as wife of well known multi platinum singer, hip hop artist, and record label owner T.I. Claudia Jordan, on a notorious radio show segment several years ago, spewed a 10-minute monologue disparaging Miss Cottle Harris's physical appearance, most notably calling her a waste of light skin. She has most recently been known to attack cast member Nene Leakes, specifically attacking her hair texture, okay, the spelling and pronunciation of her name, Lenethia Leakes, insinuating that it is of low class, and referring to her as a beast and a host of other simian animals. Remember, she called her gorillas in a mist. We firmly believe that if these comments were made in regard to other ethnic, religious, or gender orientation minorities, such as Jewish or LGBT communities, this would not be tolerated. It is important to note that colorist Claudia Jordan is biracial, African American, and Caucasian, and was raised by her Caucasian mother. Racism and colorism are extremely prevalent in this type of familial environment, and any attempts by her to deflect by calling herself a quote black woman should be taken with a grain of salt, and an attempt to save her employment on RHOA as well as her career in entertainment. Therefore, in light of Claudia Jordan's recklessly politically incorrect remarks with regard to race colorism, we demand that she be removed as a cast member of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 8. This includes her being a cast as a friend of. If this request is not met, we commit to cease watching the program as well as spreading the word online and offline for others to do so. We also plan to take this petition to various media outlets if her return on season 8 of RHOA is made possible. And then they got references. Claudia Jordan makes disparaging remarks against dark-skinned African Americans, and we seen that when she says she can't see people in the dark. Here go another one. Claudia Jordan makes disparaging remarks against multi-platinum rapper T.I.'s wife, calling her a waste of light skin. They got the YouTube link. Here go another one. Claudia Jordan calls RHO castmates monkeys and gorillas. Okay, and it was in Urban Belle magazine when she was talking about gorillas in the mist. And then there goes Sandra Rose. Claudia Jordan calls black people monkeys again. Okay, not just once, but twice, and then 3 times. Okay, and then she went on her comedy tour. They said her boyfriend would make a great Planet of the Apes. So y'all let that culture vulture in here, okay? Y'all let that culture vulture in here. And so they posted, what is these updates? Okay, these are updates. These are different media outlets that were posting the petition. There's Atlanta Daily World, In Stars, Bossip, Chicago Defender. Okay. Christian Brathwaite started it. Okay. Well, there you have it. So that was just, one of the many things that was going on with colorist Claudia during that time. I'm sure all of y'all remember that because that's why I call her colorist Claudia to this day. You say, I wonder if her mama talked down on black people. Probably. Probably. That's it's cringe. That's why it's cringe when she says stuff today. When she started talking about pro black, black, I'm blackity black, black, black. It's okay to be biracial, Claudia. It is absolutely okay. She listened to Carlos to go after Nene. Probably. Moving on. Y'all like this video. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Y'all think Claudia should have been offered a second chance? Put a 6 in the chat if you think Claudia should have been offered a second chance. Put a 8 in the chat if you think that it was good riddance. Let me know. 6 in the chat if you think she needed a second chance. 8 if they made the right decision. Let me know, okay? Because I know she got some fans now. I don't know where them bots and stuff be coming from that say they like her. Okay, they go 1-6. I see 1-6 right there. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, it looked like the 8s would have won. Okay. He said Claudia should never come back. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, she got about 3 6s and 100 8s. She got about 3 4 6s and 100 8s. Okay. Just because you put 4 6s in your thread don't mean it count. You already voted once. That's Claudia right there. Claudia trying to make fetch happen. Claudia logged into all her accounts and she typing six in all of them. Six, 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 six. Anyway, moving on. Like this video, y'all. Now, who is next? Y'all know I threw this together. Oh, I ain't talked about. Did I talk about Kenya Moore? I have not talked about Kenya Moore. Oh my God. You know we've been doing this damn eviction watch on the Kenya Moore hair spa. My little thing fell off. We've been talking about the eviction watch on Kenya Moore hair spa for months now. And the people was like, well, she ain't been evicted yet, honey. That's what Team Twirl kept saying. She ain't been evicted yet. She must ain't gonna be evicted. But I told you Kenya was squatting. Okay, Kenya was literally squatting in them people place. She was not paying no rent. She wasn't paying any utilities. And then she decided to file a counterclaim to stretch the dang thing out even longer and claim that they owed her money for rehabbing the space and that they did not give her her $80,000 tenant improvement allowance. Now, the landlord had clapped back and said, well, you didn't turn in the required documents. So how you going to say we didn't pay you when you didn't give us the invoices? You had a deadline. You didn't meet it. We even extended the deadline. You didn't meet that. So look, we don't owe you nothing. So they was going back and forth about this in court. The landlord wanted to evict her. Kenya saying you can't evict me because you still owe this. It moved to Superior Court. Then the landlord was like, look, we'll argue this. We will argue this, but you got to pay this mounting rent. You got to pay it into the court because now it's been almost a year. All of this argument started in December of 2024. Okay, write these dates down. Y'all know this is what I'm about. Y'all know I'm about court documents. December 2024. In April of 2025, the landlord filed for eviction. Okay, they gave her several months. Okay, this is corporate. I don't know if this was your house or your apartment, you would have been kicked out on the curb by now, but this is a business. So they was giving her time. So then Kenya filed a response to the eviction and said, look, y'all owe me money. So that's when it moved to Superior Court because the amount was too high for Magistrate Court, which is what the eviction was in. When it moved to Superior Court, it took some time for it to process whatever. This is still buying Kenya more time. So then they argued. They was like, Judge, she need to get out. The judge was like, well, she say you owe this money. Well, they was like, well, we'll argue it, but she need to pay the money into the court registry. Kenya filed a motion. I'm not paying nothing into the court registry. So it took another 30 days. The damn landlord responded with all their receipts. Well, this is what you owe, blah, 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 blah. And then it took another 30 days. So here we are in 2026, child. The last court date was in January 20th of 2026. I attended that Zoom hearing, and in that Zoom hearing, the landlord brought all of his receipts. It was for the motion to compel Kenya to pay at least 80, it was 77,000 and change into the court registry so that they could go ahead and fight over whatever her argument is about this tenant improvement allowance. The judge during that hearing actually, said, okay, she can pay it into the court because she ain't been paying nothing, and we can go ahead and argue this. Kenya's attorney said, okay, Your Honor, can we split these payments into 2 payments? The judge said yes. The first payment is due within 30 days. The 30 days was February 19th, okay? And in that order that the judge signed, the judge said if Kenya does not pay the half of this amount, which was $44,000 or whatever it was with the utilities and everything, then you can proceed without court intervention. Now that I brought y'all up to speed. February 19th has come and gone. Do y'all think she paid? What Team Twirl at? Because Team Twirl said Kenya got all the money. Team Twirl said that Kenya was going to pay. Kenya is a boss. Kenya been to Dubai. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I can't see y'all. Y'all saying that? Let me see. You said if I was her, I would have gone over to Dubai or something. It's not like she hasn't done anything strange for a piece of change. Not y'all saying did Kenya pay or not. I'm asking y'all what y'all think. Do y'all think Kenya paid? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Kenya paid. And why you think I'm talking about it? Do you think that Kenya paid? No, 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 no. Okay. Well, she didn't pay. Okay. After she remember when she was talking about Sheree Whitfield, she can't pay. Well, Kenya can't pay either because she did not pay that $40,000. Okay. Now, here's the gag. Okay, because people, this is hold on, let me put this in here. The landlord, even though they said that they didn't need court intervention, the landlord went ahead and filed this with the court on the 20th, because you know it was due on the 19th. It wasn't paid. So the landlord said, look, you got to go, honey. You got to go. Okay, look at it. Look at it. File 220 at 8:22. Okay, they didn't waste no time. They didn't waste no time. Okay. It was due by the 19th. She didn't pay by the 19th at 5 p.m. First thing in the morning, 8:22 a.m. They filed a request for entry writ of possession. Okay. There is the Northland Shambly versus Kenya Moore Vision Media and all other occupants. Get out. That's what she's saying. Get out. It don't matter your tenants, your whoever, your hairstylist, your makeup artist, whoever is using the building needs to get out. Okay. Now it says request that the court enter the attached writ of possession authorizing the removal of More Vision Media and all other occupants from the real property located at 5211 Peachtree. On February 3rd, the court entered its order compelling payment of rent into the registry of the court, directing Moore to pay a first installment of unpaid rent in the amount of $43,988.68 into the court registry on or before February 19th, 2026, pursuant to OCGA 44754. A. More Vision's counsel confirmed to plaintiffs' counsel that More Vision did not pay the first installment of unpaid rent by that required deadline. Under the order, quote, if defendant tenant More Vision Media fails to make any of the required payments as it becomes due, plaintiff shall be entitled to an immediate writ of possession instanter without further order from this court. Accordingly, plaintiff is entitled to this writ of possession, which is attached below. Okay, now hold on. They sent this over to the marshals, child. They sent this over to the marshals. They just waiting on the signature. Hold on. Look. They just waiting on the signature. Let me blow this up. It says, look, look. It's the writ of possession to the marshals. Okay. You are hereby commanded to place plaintiff, landlord, Northland Shambly LLC, the DECO, in full and quiet possession of the premises and to remove defendant tenants, More Vision Media Inc., and all other occupants, their personal property, and any and all. Look, they about to put her stuff on the street as soon as it's signed. Oh my God, what's going to happen? And y'all know the people have been watching. The people have been watching. The people have been watching. Just the other day, somebody somebody posted this picture, and I was like, "Is that AI?" I don't know. I don't know if that's AI or not. Hold on, let me find it. They said that there was a U-Haul truck in front, but I think the U-Haul truck was in front because there was an event there. You know, Kenya use it as an event space sometimes, and apparently one of her friends had used it as an event space. Look at this. Oh, no. Y'all are so petty. Why are y'all so petty? OMG. They posted this picture right here. Y'all see that? In front of Kenya Moore Hair Spa. I don't know. Is that AI? I'm like, that's got to be AI. They did put the U-Haul with the truck and they took a picture. If it's not AI, somebody was being petty. Okay. Somebody was being real petty with this truck. What they gonna cart off? Her dresses in that truck? I don't understand. You know, them dresses still in the window. Okay. Now, y'all are petty. Now, it's interesting that just a few days ago, just a few days ago, Kenya's makeup artist Freedom had an event, honey, over there, and in the event, it looked like it has. It's like why it has some people in there, and I was looking, I was like, why Kenya couldn't get no people in there? I mean, he was charging people to come do their makeup, to show them, teach them how to do makeup, and serving Popeye's chicken. Hold on, shout out to Freedom. Look, can y'all see that? Okay. Look, they was in Kenya Moore Hair Spa. Is it not moving? I think it's just spinning. Hold on, let me refresh. Is it the Wi-Fi? What's going on, honey? You laughing your ass off. I don't wanna laugh though. I don't wanna laugh. This is her why is it doing that? Hold on. It look like it's going real slow. Okay, there you go. There you go. They serving the chicken. They serving the chicken. Why is it moving so slow though? But Freedom was there teaching people while they was eating chicken wings, for fried chicken. I don't see no beverages though. They was eating chicken. Then they was doing TikTok. They was, I told y'all it was a content creation space. They was doing content. I don't see no curling irons, no blow dryers, ain't nothing in there. Okay. So yeah, so there's that. This was the last event that we know of that was over there. I had drove by there earlier today when I was on my way to Home Goods. I did. I drove by there today when I was on my way to Home Goods, and it was closed. It was around 4, 5. It was around 4 or 5. Let me see if I could pull it off my. These are my glasses right here. Let me see if I could pull it off my glasses on my Meta glasses. I'm so extra. Child. Let me go see. Like this video, as y'all get in here. Like this video. It say it's not connected. Oh well, I guess I can't pull it up. Oh wait, is this it? No, that's me. Let me see. Is this it? That's me driving. I don't see the video. Guess I can't see the video. And then download. Oh well, I have to wait till I connect it to my thing to download the video. Anywho, you said More Vision LLC was canceled in 2014, was created in 2014. More Vision LLC created in 2014, and More Vision Media Inc. was created in 2015. Which one has been dissolved? Which one has been dissolved? She got two of them. Which one been dissolved? I know one of them been dissolved. He said, "Don't care for Kenya, but she has a child and a single parent. So I hope she put up for a rainy day. I hope so too. But she knew what she was doing. She had a child when she pulled out them naked pictures of somebody else's child. Why y'all always use Brooklyn as a scapegoat? Brooklyn said that she ain't got nothing to do with this. Brooklyn has nothing to do with this. Okay. Um, you said I knew she was off when she started that twirling stuff. Y'all so wrong. You said anything she touched goes defunct. Child, hold on. I'm trying to get my little video from today when I passed by there and the door was closed and the lights was off. But anyway, I don't even think I need to beat this dead horse. It is what it is. Kenya didn't pay her rent. Y'all said she was gonna pay it. We knew she was gonna pay it. She had to come up with $44,000 by the 19th. She didn't. Now the landlord has filed to get possession of the property. Okay. That was on Friday when they filed that. I'm sure the judge gonna sign it Monday. Okay. And Kenya gonna be out by Tuesday. Okay, we gonna see. I don't know. It might take a little bit of time. Normally, when they get the writ of possession, y'all know I know about this. Y'all know I know about I know about evictions, but normally when you file a writ of possession with the marshal's office, you can get a private process server to put her out, or you can allow the marshals to come and observe the private processor putting her out. So I don't know what it is, which one they will do, but they have definitely filed it. Okay, so there is that. I hope she get her dresses and stuff out of there by the end, because them dresses still in the window. It look like Kenya was not planning on going nowhere. You said Kim Fields had children when Kenya pulled her chair out from her under her. Okay. Nene had children when she was calling her a gorilla and her husband a slave. No, no. Oops, that was colorist Claudia. See, I'm getting mixed up. Nene had children when Kenya called her a talentless buffoon who would never work again. Y'all remember that? Nene had children then. Mhm. Children, grandchildren, all of the above. Mark need to stop playing and figure out how to work. Not work OnlyFans. You pay for a Mark Daily OnlyFans? They said Kenya need to be on OnlyFans, showing her her feet. Not the cheap ass dresses. I cannot take y'all. I hope things work out for Kenya. I really do. But I just thought she was smarter than that. I thought she would have at least gotten her stuff and left. I do. Hold on, let me see. That's a video. Is this a video? Oh, this the video right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can send it to myself. Share to my MacBook. Okay, I got the little video from my glasses when I drove by there. Let me see if y'all can see it. I might have to zoom in or something. Cause I don't know what it looked like. Hold on, cause I just turned it on because I was going past that. Cause I was being petty. Hold on. MP4. Yeah, okay, use that. Put that there. We're gonna talk about the DL Whisper in a minute. I know that's what y'all here for. We're gonna talk about that mess and the TS Manhands mess. So here I am shopping in my car. Wait, where is it? Here I am shopping in my car and add to the stage. Her monthly rent was only $4,000. Yup, it was only $4,000, but she didn't pay it for a year and she didn't pay her utilities. So as you can see, I don't know if y'all can see that. I was how can I make it big? I can't make it big. Not the music, child. Let me turn that down. So I was driving. It only took me a little while to go over there. I was driving down Peachtree. Is it lagging for y'all? Why is it doing that? I don't understand why it's doing that. Okay, then I turn in. Okay, there you go right there. See, that was today. hmm That was today, and it was closed, and there was a sign on the door that said closed. And I was like, ain't no point in me hanging around here. I got things to do. Hold on. Let me go back. Yeah. So there it is. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. Please, thank you. Like this video. You said, why can't Kenya do some club appearances? I don't know. I mean, who gonna pay her 5K? Who? Who? Why can't Kenya do some Tubi movies like Colorist Claudia? You see, Colorist Claudia don't have no shame. She don't have listen. She don't get embarrassed. She take all the checks. Why can't Colorist? Why can't Kenya work like her friend? Why can't she get all the jobs? Isn't Kenya an actress? Wasn't she on Twa? Okay, why she can't work with Tyler Perry or any of them? Why she look? Did she burn the bridges that she say Nene burnt? I don't know. You said Kenya goes to Dubai for money. Well, she ain't making enough. Okay, she is not making enough. You said I was pulling up like the whisperer guy. Child, I was on the listen. I was on the public street just like he was. Okay. Moving on, like this video, like this many. I live in Atlanta, child. I'm not the only one who see that spot closed every day. I was driving on the street, child. Like this video, like this video. Now, today, the gays are celebrating. All of the gays are celebrating because the DL Whisperer has reportedly been arrested. As you know, TS Manhands and the DL Whisperer have been going back and forth. And I said, let them two niggas fight. Try to let them niggas fight. It is two men. Two men. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up, so y'all know. And first thing this morning, TS Manhan sent the word out to all his minions that he had got the DL Whisperer locked up. And apparently, I don't know why. Some people say it was because Tasha K said that she's speaking for him, and that she basically referenced the restraining order, and so they did it on a technicality. That's why I heard some people say. Others have said that he did nothing, okay, because their actual court date is March 3rd. So I don't know what the deal is or why. All I know is, remember what I told y'all the other day about the distraction and he who controls the media. Now they got a jacked ad down there too. He who controls the media controls the narrative. Okay, so TS Manhands post sent this over to Gay Magazine and to all of the gay news media outlets early this morning, child. Okay, with the jack ad, not the jack ad. Child. I don't even want that on my page. You said, hold on. Let me finish reading. Let me see. So it says, breaking news. Naquan, they put the man whole name out here. This is what I don't like about them. You talk about doxing, that's what they do. We don't be talking about Timothy Hinton and all of them, but they got Naquan Palmer, widely known online as DL Whisperer, was arrested this morning at approximately 10:22 a.m. on one count of felony aggravated stalking, according to arrest records obtained by Gay Magazine. Authorities confirmed that a warrant had been issued prior to his arrest. The arrest was carried out by the Gilmer County Sheriff's Office. Details surrounding the circumstances that led to the warrant have not been fully disclosed. It remains unclear whether Palmer has secured legal representation or when he is expected to appear before a judge. Now, as you know, they got they got the damn inmate records and everything, and it say aggravated stalking. It says he doesn't have a bond. Uh, all of the above. Date of arrest 2/21/26 at 10:22. So that happened early this morning at 10:22 a.m. and then they got it at 10:23. Okay. It says under Georgia law, aggravated stalking is not a minor allegation. It is a felony offense. Yada 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 yada. Now y'all know how all of this started, okay? And it really bothers me that TS Manhands can get away unscathed after doing so much dirt and after doxing and damaging people, and like it's wrong. Like he literally pulled that boy's whole social security number. He pulled his damn credit report. He talked about it while he was over there on his channel. There are clips going around of it, and I don't even want to see TS Manhands right now because it burns my biscuits. Exactly, stalking a man. And the DL Whisperer crashed out because he was like, they're doing all these things to me. They done pulled his real name. Okay, he goes by DL Whisperer. Nobody knew his name. When he started going back and forth with them, when he started exposing them for allegedly embezzling funds, when he started calling them out, because it's like that TS Madison Starter House didn't have anybody in it, which I'm going to touch on that as well. When he started having people look at them honestly and truly, then all of a sudden they was like, oh, we're going to shut him up. We're going to flag his channels. We're going to take his Instagram down. We're going to do this, and so I don't know if y'all remember, but he was doing the exact same thing to Kaya back in the day. When Kaya was calling him out for stealing, we gonna shut her up. We gonna flag her accounts. We gonna take her YouTube page down. We gonna take her Instagram page down. And each and every time she got it back up, they would flag it again. They did the same thing to me. That's why I have two channels. My ATLien channel. I was talking about the situation about him stealing, pulling the trademark. We gonna shut her up. We gonna shut her down. We gonna flag her YouTube page. So now here we are in 2026. It's the same pattern all over again, but with a different person. Now the difference between me and Kaya and him is that me and Kaya, none of us went to TS Manhand's house. None of us have even tried to confront TS Manhands. It was TS Manhands coming for us. And the same thing TS Manhands did to him. He went online, he showed guns. I'm talking about TS Manhands. He did all of those things. He pulled the boy's credit report. He got all of his people, including his business partner, Dominique Morgan, who is allegedly headed to jail too. He got all those people to go online and bombard this boy with all this negative energy. And so I mean, people are human. The DL Whisperer crashed out and pulled up. He was like, okay, you want to do this? You want to do all this stuff online? You want to smear my name? You want to pull my credit report? You want to get me fired from my job? Okay, because apparently I heard that they got him fired. He had a real job at some point, and they was calling up to his job. So all of this started because of that, and it just kind of like came to a head. And the DL Whisperer said, well, I'm pulling up. He's getting on my nerves. I don't understand why he keep doing this. Like, let's fight man to man. You was a whole nigga. And so when he pulled up, of course, the crazy thing is it was all for social media, which he should not have. Okay. Well, you can pull up. Let's talk about pulling up for a second. And I'm not an attorney, but let's talk about pulling up. The DL Whisperer, what you can't do is threaten nobody's life. Now, what he did, pulling up and driving around that cul-de-sac and leaving, that was what it was. But he didn't do it 3 times. It wasn't an ongoing thing. You could drive past anybody's house one time, but you better not come back. I better not see you come back 5 times in a row. That's stalking. That's a pattern. If you go by there one time, that's not stalking. And the fact of it's a public street. Can't nobody keep you from a public street. He could have posted his damn iPad up in the middle of the street and filmed from in front of that man's house. It is a public street. It's not a private street. It's a private residence, and he wasn't on that man's property, but it is a public street. You said on his live, he did what? What he do on his live? He was in the middle of the street with his iPad. But let me tell you the difference between TS Manhands and me. You can't come into my neighborhood and without my permission. Okay. As soon as you get to that gate, once you cross that gate, you are trespassing if I didn't let you in. There's a difference. Now, TS Manhands ain't got no gate. You could drive by on public streets in Atlanta all day long. It is not illegal. Okay. But again, that's for his attorney to decide. You said he pulled up, but he didn't stop. Okay, that's what the gay's been saying, that he didn't stop. He was just yelling out the window. He was scared. He was this, and apparently, like, clearly he wasn't trying to fight. He was just doing that for social media. And people do shit for social media. Is it smart? Absolutely not. But I don't like these police ass games that people be playing, knowing that they do worse. Okay, that's my problem with the whole situation. TS Madison do worse things to people and then do it behind the scenes and think that he's gonna get away scot-free. Now the gag is this TS Manhan Starter House that's been empty for a year. People are now reporting it, allegedly. People are now reporting it. Hold on, let me pull this up. It's on my phone. People are now reporting it. Hold on. Because suspected misuse of funds, fraud, embezzlement, and lack of transparency in a nonprofit like the TS Madison Starter House, operated in partnership with NASM Inc. Several agencies have been notified. These handle charity registration, consumer protection, tax exempt compliance, and potential criminal fraud. Hold on, I ain't gonna read the whole email, but I got, honey, it's a lot. It's long. If it is definitively found and proven through investigation that TS Madison or anyone associated with the TS Madison Starter House is intentionally misappropriating, embezzling, or fraudulently misusing funds intended for the nonprofit's charitable purposes, i.e., housing, resources, and support for Black trans women, it could lead to criminal indictment and charges. This would depend on the specifics of the evidence, jurisdiction, and the scale of misconduct. But nonprofit fund misappropriation is treated seriously under both Georgia state law and federal statutes. Now, as you know, I reported in my last live that TS Madison has been asking for donations despite the house sitting empty for over a year. Okay. And clearly, when the DL Whisperer started asking even more questions, they started this coordinated attack against the DL Whisperer. And I feel like all of y'all, all of the LGBT, everybody who was celebrating talking about the DL Whisperer being arrested, it is a distraction. It is a distraction for what's really going on in these streets, in these scamming streets. Okay. While there is no evidence right now that TS Manhands is personally scamming people, there are a lot of questions. Okay, there are a lot of questions. There are questions. Why is there only, or was there only one participant, one homeless, indigent, transgender person in the house after 1 year? Why? When you allegedly when you told the Atlanta Journal Constitution that you had raised over $250,000 and that you had donated the house. Why is it that you told these people that you donated the house, but then you were on? Hold on, child, because they've been collecting evidence and sending it to the attorney general. Hold on. Why is it that you told the people you had donated the house? This is the messy part right here. Hold on, let me pull this up. Is Gay Magazine gonna cover this? That they allegedly stealing money from the transgenders? Hold on. Why is it that you told the people that you had donated a house, but then you go on X and tell people that it's your house and you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it? Why? Hold on. And when did he say that? Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Oh, let me see. I'm looking at these receipts y'all be sending. Y'all is on it. This was on February 14th. I guess somebody was questioning TS Manhands. Somebody was questioning TS Manhands about the house, and they said, I mean, is it true that nobody been in that house until you got exposed by the DL Whisperer and then quickly shoved one trans woman in there? That was on February 14th. T.S. Manhan said, it's my house. I can put whoever I want in it whenever I choose. That's the joy of owning real estate. Now, he said he owned it, but then he said he donated. Wait. How does that work? How does that work? I'm just reading. Hold on. What do people say? Somebody said, interesting response from a so-called activist who is supposed to be housing trans women, especially with the current homeless crisis in Atlanta. But I expect that type of petty bourgeois behavior from that liberal side of the political spectrum. Okay. So yeah, child, the people been asking questions. Okay. The people have been asking questions. He said he asked for donations to go straight to the Nelson organization. He never collected money himself because of cost. One person has started and more to come. He donated her home, but still owns and pays the mortgage. So how can you donate your home and still own it and pay the mortgage? How can you donate your home like you're getting profits from it? How what that doesn't make sense. He has gotten away with it for something. I mean, it ain't for me to investigate. It's for the Georgia, what is it? Hold on. What do people say? It's not for me to investigate. It's for the ain't this email long. Wait a minute. It said he got wait. It said the project is presented as community funded and privately supported with no direct government funding. That's what TS Manhans had said. Donations flow through and are promoted via partners like NASM, the National AIDS Education and Services for Minorities, an established Atlanta nonprofit focused on Black LGBTQ and health and HIV services, which hosts the official donation page and describes the Starter House as a collaborative initiation for Black trans women. Now, they have individual and monthly recurring donations. They had corporate sponsorship donations. Pure for Men donated 25,000 and providing in-kind sponsorship perks. Other partners like Bareilles Philanthropies Fund for Trans Generations and Gilead Sciences mentioned in early announcements for broader trans-led initiative, though not exclusively tied to the House. It said intended uses per official descriptions says transitional houses for up to 4 to 5 residents at a time for 90 days, plus wraparound services like job support, mental health counseling, gender affirming care, financial literacy, case management, and holistic wellness. It's framed as a sanctuary or transformative investment beyond just a shelter. Now, it said calls for transparency include requests for a financial audit, no IRS or 990 filings, public nonprofit tax returns showing expenses, revenue breakdowns appear readily available to date. Oh, and then this is in association with Dominic Morgan, who pled guilty in February 2026 to fraud in a separate New York City trans nonprofit case involving 100K misappropriation for personal use. This adds scrutiny. Okay, hold on. Child, this is a mess. Hold on. It said as of the latest, and this is what I said in my video too. But all of this has been turned over to whoever. I don't know. This I was just copying on the email, child. It said as of the latest public reporting, late 2025, early 2026, only one resident, Zamaya Easters, also spelled Zamayah or Zamyah, a 30-year-old TikTok influencer from Orlando, Florida, has been documented as living there starting around December 2025. Okay. Oh, they said Zamaya is back in Orlando. They said Zamaya don't even live there. Zamaya is back in Orlando. What did they say? Oh, okay. They said Zamaya is back in Orlando as of today's date. Hold on. So I guess Zamaya was just down to for a press. Okay, hold on. Why only one resident so far? No official statement from TS Madison or Nason or the project directly explains the low occupancy. Okay, all right. Interesting. That is interesting. Hold on. It also says, while the program is not strictly limited for Georgia residents, it leads to increased scrutiny because there are transgenders, trans people of trans experience in the Georgia, specifically Atlanta area, who require assistance. Hmm. Okay. Then they saying that they might be faking for TV. Oh, child. Well, all I know is he's still begging for money and don't nobody live there. Allegedly, that's all I know. All I know is this DL Whisperer situation is a distraction. That's what I know. All I know is it appears that like I told y'all before, the DL Whisperer must be on to something. Cause why is you on his head like this? Why is you on his head like this when clearly the only thing he was doing was calling you out for the things you did? You literally put that boy's number online. You sat there next to your co-host, what's his name, Craig or whatever, looking at that boy's credit report. Craig was talking about the boy's name on the video. But y'all forget about that, huh? Y'all forget about all of that was going on right in front of our eyes. Then you had the Dominique Morgan dude who was outed as stealing 100K from another nonprofit, pissed off because the DL Whisperer was amplifying that. So he goes to his page and starts trying to get the DL Whisperer's GoFundMe taken down. Like all of this is it's like literally the same thing all over again. As soon as he gets backed into a corner, he starts playing these damn police games. Hold on, what else it get? Hold on, I'm still reading. Child. This thing is long. Um, wait, where's the other stuff? Um, It also says, ooh, classified as theft by, it might be classified as theft by conversion or theft by taking if funds are entrusted but diverted. Potential scale amount, misdemeanor for under 500, felony for higher amounts, and fines for up to $100,000 depending on value stolen and aggravated. Like he admitted to getting $250,000 just last year while the house was empty. Mhm. It said if donations cross state lines, it may involve interstate wire mail fraud or tied to federal tax exempt status. Charges under statutes like wire fraud, mail fraud, or theft embezzlement from a charitable organization. Penalties of up to 20 or 30 years per count, plus restitution and fines. IRS involvement if tax exempt status was abused through the starter house or through NASM. Um, mm. Prosecutors are collecting evidence like bank records, forged receipts or falsified reports, lack of services delivered despite fundraising. There you go, right there. Lack of services delivered despite fundraising. Intent, not mere mismanagement, but deliberate diversion. Okay. Okay. But he was literally begging, he literally begging for money. Hold on, let me pull that back up because that was just 2 weeks ago. We looked at this the other day. The TS Madison Starter House. Hold on. Child, I am invested in this storyline. This need to be a movie. Now that they done locked the DL Whisperer up, what's gonna happen next? Hold on. He was stealing money given to him by the government. A child. But it's not even by the government. The thing is, it could be theft by conversion if they asking you to donate money to this initiative, and and clearly it's not going to the initiative because nobody lives there. Hold on, y'all really? Hold on. Look at this. He begging for money. It's his house, but he begging for money.
Friend, I need your help. If you're my straight friend, I need your help. If you're my gay friend, I need your help. If you're my rich friend, if you're my superstar friend, we need your help. Together, we're creating a sanctuary.
Together, look at this sanctuary. Chaba, honey. Chaba. Why was the DL Whisperer locked up? I don't know. We don't know the specifics. Only thing we know is that TS Madison knew first and sent it all around, allegedly, to all his friends and family members. All we know is the gays are all celebrating about it on X. Hold on. If you go on X, that was the first thing that came up on X, is the DL Whisperer being locked up. All we know is they talking about, him uh uh stalking TS Manhands, but nobody is bringing up the fact that TS Manhands pulled a boy's credit report and tried to get him fired. Nobody's talking about that. Hold on. Oh, they got, look, somebody just posted this 4 hours ago. It's all over the X. Like I told you, the gays are celebrating, honey. The gays are celebrating. They are like, the DLs are safe for now. It said arrest records show that Naquan Palmer, aka DL Whisperer, was booked into custody February 21st on a charge of aggravated stalking, a felony offense. Now, the thing is, both of them had TPOs on each other, okay? And I think, again, it was a technicality because, like I said, T.S. Manhands plays those police games. He probably pulled Tasha K's statement saying that she ain't got no restraining order against her so she could talk for him. And I guess that in itself may have been a violation. I don't know. But yeah, he ain't got no bond. That's the problem. He ain't got no bond. So hopefully he will get out soon. I know they have a court date on March 3rd. So he ain't going to jail for no 10 years. I know that much. I know he ain't going, especially since, there is proof and documentation that they were stalking him. And even with this situation, you got the Dominique Morgan dude who claimed that he had a restraining order on the DL Whisperer too. now making fun of the fact that the DL Whisperer has been arrested. So I mean, it's interesting. It is very, very interesting, honey. You said helpful for what? It was only one person in that damn house. Where did the money go? I know. That's what I'm saying. This is all a distraction. TS Manhands want y'all to think he is in danger, that all these people is after him, but you stealing money, allegedly. Where's the money? Why is the house empty? You say you own it. You can do whatever you want to do with it, but you say you donated it. Make up your mind. What is the people giving you the money for? What did they cut this $25,000 check for? If nobody's in the house and you can do what you want to do with it. Right. The feds are paying attention, child. I'm just reporting. I'm just a blogger. Okay. I just pull the court documents and read them. Okay. I just read my email and I just be seeing all the stuff and where it could possibly go. Okay, look, the Georgia Secretary of State Charities Division, primary state regulator for charities. This office oversees charitable organizations and registrations in Georgia. They investigate complaints about unregistered charities, misleading fundraising, or potential scams or misuse. Oh, I need to put this I need to post this in the thing for y'all to report it. If y'all need to, you can report anonymously. Include evidence of the fundraising versus okay, no occupancy, all of the above, lack of transparency, child. There's evidence all online. The house was empty. There's evidence all online that TS Madison said it's his house. He can do what he want to do with it. He just said it. What else? It say the Internal Revenue Service tax exempt or organizations overseas federal tax exempt status. They investigate misuse of charitable funds, private inurement, personal benefit, or failure to operate exclusively for the exempt purpose. Got that? Okay. What else, child? The FTC for charity scams or deceptive fundraising practices. hmm Not the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center. If you believe theft embezzlement occurred in Georgia, oh, not the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. Oh, God. Not the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. Ah, and the Georgia Office of the Inspector General. It says screenshots of donation appeals, videos, including the Wow Presents promo, have been submitted. Damn, y'all good. I ain't gonna read your whole email, friend, but I'm reading. This is a lot. Public records, AJC articles. Y'all sent my video? AJC articles and your breakdown. Oh shit. Financial discrepancies or lack of IRS Form 990 updates. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even read it to the end. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna keep this, honey. I'm gonna keep this, but y'all need to pay attention. Okay. Anybody want to call in? Let me know. Where's the man hands? Y'all in here. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think about this DL Whisper situation, him being arrested. I know the gays are celebrating or whatever, but at the end of the day, like I told you, I feel like this is a big distraction over this TS Manhan Starter House. This is a big distraction because the transgender that he had in there ain't even in there no more. They in they are in Orlando. Okay. Let me see. Oh wait. Look. Not y'all sending the receipts, honey. Hold on, let me send it to myself. Not y'all sending the receipts, honey. Wire fraud across state lines, child. Not the person who was in the house is in Florida. Hold on. Not the person is in Florida. Child. Not the person. The person is gone now. They is in Florida. Child, Zamaya is gone to Florida. Right. Free DL Whisperer. Because all of this, like I said, is a big distraction from what really needs to be paid attention to. And don't worry, I'm going to keep talking about it on every platform. On every platform. Hold on. What else in here? Let me go back. Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Well, there's that. You said it's so sad because the attention needs to be on TS. What's going to happen to him? Exactly. Don't worry. Like I said, this story ain't going nowhere. Like I said, it's a temporary distraction. Trust. Right. There's no. I didn't see no bond on there. I mean, that's just from the documents that's circulating online. I don't know for sure, but if there is, I'm sure he will get bonded out because it is what it is. I don't like when people misuse the legal system like that because people play these police games all the time. People will get uh um TPO orders and then like show up to the place where the person is and try to get them locked up. People be playing them kind of games. And that's what it feels like with this situation that they was playing these kind of games. Hold on, somebody in the back. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kate. How are you?
I am fantastic. First, I just want to say I love you. This is the first time I'm calling it. I've been listening to you for years. You are hitting it all for me. You're going in on
Oh.
colorist Claudia. You're going in on Timothy Manhands. I just love you.
I
um,
just, listen, I'm just a one woman operation, honey. I don't need people to a mob behind me to read and drag and flag and all that stuff they be doing. It is what it is. I'm just gonna keep doing me.
You are beautiful. You
Thank you.
are such an inspiration, and I just absolutely love you. Okay, I'm going to stop fanning out. I want to talk about DL Whisperer and Timothy Manhands. Okay,
Okay.
number one, where can we donate to DL Whisperer's legal fund? Because I love what he's doing for us women over here. Okay,
Okay. I think
and
he has a GoFundMe. Hold on, let me make sure.
okay, cool. So, because I definitely want
And you could also donate anonymously if you don't want your name on there, because it feels like the way they be doxing people, child.
They do. And so I kind of want to contact like Tasha K and Nyla says, because I know Nyla is an accountant and I also have
Mhm.
a network of people that can help as well. I think they need
Mhm.
to get a good, really good forensic accountant to dissect what's going on over there at Timothy's house.
Mhm.
Because if Timothy did not donate that house to charity, it's still in his
Mhm.
name and he's still getting the equity and all of that. Um,
Mhm.
he's committing fraud. Uh,
Mhm.
so, just like what you said, the cross, whatever. So it doesn't even matter if he's getting government funds, if he's just getting donations from anyone. And not only that, doesn't he have a show on the Wow Network right now? And
Right.
they are filming from that house under the auspices that house is like for charity and is a 501 under a 501c. He better have his
Mhm.
Timothy better have his paperwork correct. And another thing, I really hope that DL Whisperer sues the crap out of Tim and his any company that is connected to him, just like Cassie did Diddy, because
Mhm.
what he did, doxing him online, telling his social security number, his credit report, all of that is
Mhm.
is is a civic lawsuit right there, civil lawsuit,
Right,
and
and he did it on his public platform the same way they say that the DL Whisperer did it on his public platform when he drove by there. TS Madison did it on his public platform, reading that boy's credit report on his show.
absolutely. And I don't see what DL Whisperer did wrong because if he was driving down a public street and he was just screaming out a window, that doesn't even mean anything. That's
Right.
not harassment at all. That's just him rolling down the street. Maybe they could get him for menacing or something, but I don't even think they could get him for that.
And
I would,
then, I think that he also did say some things, but
well,
a
Timothy,
good lawyer would be like, "Oh, that was just entertainment." Because T.S. Manhans has said
absolutely.
things about pow powing people all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
T.S. Manhans was just on his page talking about Tasha K being molested. So there are things that people say, but it's
slander.
like,
Yep, that's
He
slander.
can't he TS Manhands doesn't get held to the same standard.
He
I don't like
will.
that.
He will, because
Mhm.
myself personally, I'm going to start donating to him and his legal fund. And I have a few people that I can refer him to that will take on his case pro bono. Or if not, I will pay them myself personally. So
Okay.
Timothy and his trans anti-women people, we're not scared of you anymore, sweetheart. And
At
if you're
all.
listening to this at all, we're not scared. And that's all I have to say. Thank you. And
Mhm.
I love you, Michelle. Keep doing what you're doing. You are such an
Love you
inspiration.
more. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Look, y'all, if anybody else wants to call in, you can click the link. Liz, I welcome all uh opinions. Whether you agree with me, you don't have to agree with me. If you feel like, he's right to be locked up. If you feel like, I'm wrong in what I'm saying about T.S. Manhands, feel free to call in. Okay. We can have a respectful discourse. I'm not like T.S. Manhands. I'm not gonna curse you out and talk about your mama and talk about your childhood trauma. I don't do those types of things. I'm a real lady. Okay. I'm a real woman. Okay, born and raised. You said it's other things that he has done that has him locked up. Oh, okay. Well, tell me what those other things are, because right now the only thing that's on there is aggravated stalking. Okay. If there were other charges, I'm sure they would be on there. Hmm. Right, Timothy. Um, but I want to know from the LGBT community, like, why are y'all celebrating? What is why are y'all celebrating about him being arrested and locked up? Like, how does him being away or off social media affect you? Like, y'all all have y'all views and opinions on what should be said and what should be done, and respect pronouns and all of those things. But he can't have his opinions on men in wigs are men. Like, I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, why is it that some people can have their right to free speech and some people can't? How is it that you, as the LGBT community, is like everybody should be free to live their life as they see fit, but then when other people, have something to say about it, you fight against it. I don't understand that. You flag channels, you try to take down GoFundMe's, you act like you want to silence people, but y'all are the loudest and won't, and what you say is supposed to be right. I don't understand that. I've been preaching about this for years, even on YouTube. Like, people were like mad at me for I didn't want to be called sis. Okay. People were mad at me for talking about, TS Manhands and the things that he was doing to me. And I'm just trying to figure it out. You said, I wish other bloggers like you stay on his neck. Right is right. Keep it fair. Okay. Let's see. We got Durant in the building. Hey,
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
I can. I like that
I'm here
background. You look nice.
representing the gays who are celebrating.
Oh, you one of the gays that's celebrating?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't care about what DL Whisperer has going on. I just really come to talk to you about your homophobia. Michelle, you know I love you down. I love you down, but you been giving me
I am
some,
not scared of like not one gay man. I am not phobic.
my Patreon. The payment didn't go through on the 11th that I've been holding out because I was like, she give me homophobia. Let me wait. Then I paid it today, and I was like, okay, I'll do this because I love her, but she been giving me real homophobia, and I want my $5 back, Loki. Yeah,
What?
I want my $5 back,
I'll give you your $5 back, but I want to
Michelle.
know how I'm homophobic. What is homophobia? What? Because I
Michelle.
disagree with some gay people. Now I'm homophobic. Why are you
But first of all,
heterophobic?
no, I'm not. I love all my heterosexual friends,
So when
but
TS Manhands and all them be over there calling us fish and cunts and stuff, what do we call them?
I don't hear that. I don't be hearing everything that TS says. So, but I'm not
Oh,
here
because you're tone deaf.
no, I'm
Because it
not.
wouldn't affect you. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't
No,
affect you. It wouldn't hurt you
no.
to hear him call women fishes and cunts.
No, because I told you last time I was on here when she was calling you man hands, I was not here for that. I had both of y'all say stuff that I'm just kind of that I've heard that I thought has been weird. But I just want to know, like, what exactly has this man done for y'all that y'all love him so much that y'all think he is just the bee's knees?
He has not done anything for me. What has he done against you that you want to silence him and keep him off the internet?
Nothing, because in real life nobody cares about DL men like this whole
Well,
DL thing.
well, if that's the listen, as a woman, my thing is I understand that a lot of women appreciate him. I don't. It is what it
Yeah.
is. I think he's a cool guy. Like I like a lot of content creators, but at the end of the day, why is he so offensive to the LGBT community that y'all are like don't want to silence him? That's
Well,
that's my issue.
I don't really know too much about him, but I will tell you what I find offensive. Well, not offensive. What I just didn't gravitate to is that he's saying all these things that you all should look for, and to me, it's kind of
But why does that affect you?
no, because you all are, it's not affecting me, but I'm just saying a lot of things that y'all are starting to see in men, y'all starting to think everything is homophobic based on what he's saying. And I mean, you're thinking everything is
But
gay
nobody,
based on what he
no,
said.
it's all entertainment. It's the same thing we can say about TS
No,
Manhands talking
then why
about.
are we
Wait, wait, wait,
online?
wait, 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 wait. TS Manhands does the same thing. He grooms his audience and tells women what to look for in men and say, "Yo, man, fucking me.
Okay,
Yo, man, doing it." But when he says it, it's okay. When a DL whisperer says it, it's like y'all shouldn't pay attention to that. That's not right. I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm not saying you shouldn't pay attention, but I say that he's kind of created a paranoia, an unnecessary paranoia in some of y'all. Because right now it's to the point where you can't eat a banana, you on the DL.
But why
You
is
hug
it
your,
that no? Listen. Why is that important to you? How women see men?
I think it's not important to me, but I know that it's kind of triggering a lot. It's like it's showing a lot of homophobia in women. That's really where
Well,
the issue
but it
is for
all
me.
listen. What bothers me is it all comes back to us, like it's our fault. There is a bunch of there are DL men out there. There are men that hide their sexuality. There
Okay.
are men that talk to women that don't really even like women that are still sleeping with men. There are men like that.
Well,
So why
simply stop
is it
talking
that
to
it's
me.
wrong for us to look for certain clues? What is homophobic about that?
But what is he doing to help you? If you think your man is gay, stop
Nobody
talking to
said
me.
he's helping us. This is entertainment. This is the fucking internet. We all talk about stuff. So why is that a problem with you that he talks about that subject?
It's not a problem with me. I'm just saying that I think it's making a lot of people express their homophobia because now everything is seen as gay. You know what I'm saying? That's really
What
the
about
only
all the black men online who talk about black women wearing wigs? So I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's seen as misogynistic. Y'all don't go around saying, "Well, he shouldn't be on here talking about these women like that." Y'all don't do that. So why is it that he can't talk about what to look
Wait,
for
hold on.
in a
What
gay
did you
man?
say? What you say men do? You said
They be
straight men?
talking about black women and how black women should be the whole Kevin Samuels of it all. Like, it's like, why is it that those people can talk about women and what they do or whatever with no repercussions? But as soon as somebody makes a issue and shows a spotlight on what is the DL or what they consider to be DL in the gay community, y'all want to protect the DL people. That's what it's giving me. It's like, why do you care what women think? Like, that's on us, and that's between us and who we want to be with a straight man. Like, how is that homophobic?
Yeah, it's I don't think I just feel like a lot of times when things are said based on what he has give the information he's given, it's been a lot of homophobic stuff have been expressed. Like I don't care who any woman sleeps with. I don't care. And even with the advice that he give and with the camp that Kevin Samuels, I'm one of those men that don't believe, like you say, giving women advice on how to deal with men. So a lot of the stuff that you be irritated by gays, it don't even really be happening in real life. Like we don't be sitting here like really focused on the things y'all think the gay people focus on because y'all
But
base
see,
everything
you're
on.
acting like I say all gays do that.
You
I don't
do,
say all.
you
No, no,
do,
no.
Michelle.
Wait. Listen to me, because I got a lot of gay friends, and maybe when I'm expressing myself, I may make it seem like I'm talking about all. I'm talking about the people with a platform who speak to women directly on their YouTube channels or on their Instagrams and all this. It's always a gay man telling women how to be in relationships, telling women how to deal with men in relationships. It's always a gay man doing that, but I never see gay men talk about gay relationships. Why is that?
And I totally agree with you. I honestly do agree with you on that. I don't believe in giving women advice. My issue really solely comes in when the homophobia comes in. Because a
But
lot of
what is
times,
homophobia? Can you just explain to me what is homophobic about any of that?
yeah, I mean, because
y'all
really,
throw that word around so loosely. I
yeah,
just don't be
we
knowing
really
what
do.
the hell.
We really do. I will admit that. But yeah, a lot of times, like now, the really big word is sassy and zesty. Those two words. And I know that a lot of women think that, oh, that's not really homo. But truthfully, honestly, y'all want to say FAG, right? You really do want to say that.
I've never said FAG ever in my
Well, I'm
life.
just saying when women call men, straight presenting men or straight identified men, when y'all call men
No, we call them
sassy and
sassy because
zesty, you really
no,
want to say that they're
y'all.
actually
But see,
gay.
that to me, that's a self-esteem issue with y'all. Y'all
It's not a
internalizing that
self-esteem
because
issue. No,
y'all be calling me and sassy and zesty.
I don't. I don't. I don't. No, I don't.
And
I
we have
really don't.
never not called me and sassy and zesty who get in women's business. Nene said it to Peter. Peter, you acting like a bitch when he was getting in women's business.
And that was
So
wrong too.
no, it wasn't. And Peter
Yes,
didn't
it
take offense
was.
to it.
That was very offensive.
Sometimes y'all need to get out of women's business. Stop acting
I
like a
agree.
bitch.
I agree with you, but then there's a lot of things I don't agree with you. No, because that's why I'm following you, because I really do like you. And I feel like I don't feel like you are homophobic, really, for real. I wouldn't be subscribing to your Patreon and a member and all those things to your
Oh, you
channel.
gaslighting me because that's the first thing you said.
No, I'm
So
not,
that's
because
$5 back.
people really gather me for following. And I'm like, no, I like ATLien. What? No. So I don't feel like you're homophobic, but you do be saying a little, every once and again, some things that kind of can come across.
But I'm a woman and I talk about women things. So if that's how I feel, why should I suppress it? You want me not to say it?
No, I just don't want you to.
We all gonna say some things that strike nerves sometimes. The
Well, you can do
gays
what you
say
want.
it, the straight say it. We all do. So should we all just tiptoe around stuff and be politically correct 24/7?
No,
Absolutely not.
I really.
And it's not homophobic if I feel one way about one thing. You need to, as an overall collective, everybody. I'm not homophobic
I don't
at
think you're.
all.
I don't think you're
So
homophobic. I don't think you're homophobic. I think you say a lot of homophobic-esque type things, and and you can say whatever you want to on your platform. Of course, it's your platform. I wouldn't be following if I was really. I'm not gaslight. What is y'all talking about? No, I am not gaslight, because I am torn. I'm between a rock and a hard place, because I know Michelle is not homophobic. I like TS. I follow TS. But I just feel like both of y'all are just kind of teed on offensive in a way. So because even stuff that she said about you, I find that offensive for you, and stuff that you've said. But sometimes when you hit like a whole community when you say it, even though you say you're talking about, certain the groups of people that are online and all that stuff. But when you say y'all gays, or the gays are always, I am a gay, so I'm like, what she said? I don't do that.
Something I said that hit an entire community. I just want to know, just for reference sake.
You do, but I just really want to know also. You asked me why was it an issue for him? Why do y'all think that? Why are y'all so like into him? I really am curious to know.
Nobody is into him. It's all, listen, why are people into Dominique Morgan? I didn't know he had a big following on TikTok. Why are people into TS Manhands? Why are people into Junkie Dineva? Like, why? Like, everybody likes who they like. And so why should it be a problem if you don't like him? If the gays don't like him, why not leave him alone to do what he does, instead of like all getting together acting like we got to take him down? He about to expose our entire community. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and it's like I want y'all to understand that it's not the people who are gay who don't like him. It's not
But
like
it's not on y'all to be like, why we can't just like who we like?
you can like whoever you want to, and you got to understand that us gays are not protecting DL men. It's like we want him gone. We don't want him around because we want to protect DL.
But that's what it feels like.
Nobody really cares about DL men in real life, honestly.
Yes, y'all do.
No.
Yes, y'all.
If I find I need my man gay, I don't care about no DL
But
man.
I know you do, but I'm just saying some of y'all do care. And I feel like that's the issue, because if there's a disruption in the whole DL ecosystem, that the gays gonna feel a ways, because then they gonna get treated differently when the DLs can't hide no more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just being facetious, but
what? No, Michelle. No.
I do. I feel that way. I feel, well, what is the problem? Why do y'all care so much about what he says to women?
I just feel like it's just triggering a lot of homophobia is what I feel like it is, really honestly.
Well, watch something
Because
else
a
Chase
lot
say.
of a lot of things that people are saying, you may not see it. A lot of things coming from him are being expressed as homophobia from people supporting him. And that's what we're not protected. We don't care about DL men like that, like everybody think we do. It's all the rhetoric of the
But you
homophobia.
care about what women think about y'all, and y'all want to control the
Go.
narrative and stop him from speaking to women because y'all want the audience to yourselves. Y'all want the TS man hands and the junkies to talk to women and call them fish and cunts and stuff and talk down to them and tell them that they ain't shit and that they don't deserve men because all the men want the trannies. That's what y'all want because
Y'all
that's
got to
what
get
I
off the
see.
internet.
When
That's
I
the
see all
internet
the gay
stuff.
men talking to women, they be like, the men want the trannies anyway. The price of pussy is plummeted. Da, 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 da. That's all they be saying.
You said the men won't. Well, I will say I do agree that men who are straight identified will be attracted to trans women. Not all of them, but Michelle, come on, Michelle, look at it this way. Look at it this way. I am a gay man. I like men. I don't like boobs. I don't like none of that.
But
So
if you're a
why
gay
do you
man
think?
and you like men, how do you know what straight men want?
Well, he got to be straight identified, is what I say, because gay men like me who like a man aesthetic are not attracted to, trans women. That's where we get that from. So I
Straight
can't
men
say,
don't like penis.
I'm not saying every straight man. I'm not saying every straight identified man likes trans women. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, okay, let me say it this way. I don't know what straight men are attracted to. I know that gay men who like men like the man aesthetics. I don't want boobs. So a trans woman is not going to do anything for me. So who else is going to date them? People who are pan and men that like women aesthetic. How about y'all get on the call? Y'all too scared, so I came on camera
It's
to
some more
say some
people
shit.
in there. I just hadn't put them up there yet. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Michelle, how are you this evening?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm calling. I kind of two things can be true at once.
Uh,
I agree with you what you're saying. I also agree with Mr. Durant and what he's saying. Sometimes, Michelle, you can come off as pinpointing one person and you punish the whole community for the actions of what one other person has done. So
okay.
you say,
I can take that. I can take that hit.
and I really like you and I really like TS too, but TS does hide her hands, you throw stones and hide her hands sometime, and that's not cool. But I can also, I'm gay, but I can also point out when my gay community does the right things. I do, and I also what Durant says, us gay boys, we don't care about DL men like that. We really don't. I have a fiance. He's a whole man. I'm not into the DL thing. I'm not into the trans thing either. I just think it's
So
too
how can
point.
you give me an example of how I hit all the gays by talking about man hands?
You say y'all and you say
But I'm talking. Well, I mean, okay, my bad. I try to control
All
that
the
part.
gays are celebrating. The gays are
The
celebrating.
gays
yeah. I
are
mean the gays are
celebrating. Y'all are
celebrating.
celebrating. Well, listen. Okay, okay. Let me say this. When I went to X, it's all the gay. Every time I scroll, it was all gay men. So I mean, what am I supposed to say? It was all gay men. Every time I scroll, it was a gay man. It was a gay man, a gay man, and they all calling him a punk, calling him a
You can say
sissy,
members
talking
of the
about he should
community
be locked
are.
up. It was all gay men. Now I can be honest and say it's not all gay men that are saying that, but all the gay men that I saw when I was scrolling, they were all gay men. No shade, they were.
Well,
That's
that's fair, but
Gay
we really.
magazine, the this magazine, the that. They was all targeted to the gays.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Now, do you
Mm.
think all these production companies like World of Wonder and Gay Magazine and Out Magazine would really be standing 10 toes firmly behind TS if they didn't have their paperwork in order? Do you think these people would go out on a limb and risk their reputation? I know they have lawyers they've consulted. You think they'd really go out on a limb and stand behind her if their paperwork wasn't in order?
Maybe because when it all falls down, it's gonna fall down on TS, not on them.
I don't think
If they bought a show
World of
based off
Wonder
of
is
this
a
this house,
billion-dollar production company.
you know what I'm
Michelle,
saying? If they bought a
they're
show
not gonna
based
go
on
on a
this house that's supposed to be housing indigent trans people, you know, and there's no one in it, that's not their fault. That's the person who's running the house fault.
So let me ask you this way. Do you think if you had a situation that was out in the media, do you think that BET would go on their internet and stand firmly behind you if they didn't research what was going on first, blindly?
Maybe, yeah. Because I think the AJC jumped the gun when they did their report just the other day, and they inadvertently outed the fact that the first and only participant was in the house. I think that, you know, now they're gonna double back and look at it and start to do some research. Things come out slowly. Like, you know, I don't know if you saw my last live when I was talking about Jesse Jackson and how, you know, he controlled the media back in the day without social media. And now social media and any of the blogs, if you have your hand in the blogs, you can control the narrative. And TS Madison has controlled the narrative since the ribbon cutting, since the announcement of the TS Madison Starter Home Initiative back in 2024. Okay. Since, you know, getting Ashley Marie Preston, another transgender person, friend of theirs, to write an article in Forbes, okay, saying that this initiative is coming for homeless trans people. Since, you know, since giving it to Gay Magazine, since having a media day at the house when there was no one living there. So when you get all of these media organizations to report the same thing, it becomes true. And in today's age of Chat GPT, Grok, and all of that, Grok pulls from all of those blogs and media sources and presents that as fact when a lot of the times it's not. So if, you know, World of Wonder or whoever was to investigate and be typing it and pulling it up, they pulling up all these articles, they probably take it as fact too. And that's not what fact is. Fact is when this investigation starts and they notice that TS Manhans has created, you know, all these donations and pledges and whatever for this past 12 months, and there's nobody was in the house. That's when the shit starts hitting the fan. I mean, it's not like it's never happened before.
Well, how do we know that she's not getting donations to possibly, you know, maybe there has to be a certain standard for the house and it takes time for maybe remodeling or
the house ain't been remodeled. We looked at the damn.
It has been
girl,
remodeled.
Zamaya
I'm
was
with
in
you
the
when
house.
you're wrong. I'm with you when you're right. It has been remodeled.
Michelle.
You sure?
No, Michelle, I was with you on that. I was telling him it has been remodeled. I wasn't against.
Are you saying it has been remodeled?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, it's been it's new. You know, there's new
It's
stuff
new.
in there.
They didn't even paint the walls and they got them shit stained sofas in there. What are you talking about?
Please stop.
No, Michelle, I was agreeing with you. I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Look.
I wasn't going against.
I don't think Michelle is homophobic. I don't.
This is nice.
Same color walls. Where has it been remodeled at? Where? The only house that was remodeled is the house that he living in. Hold on. Did they take down the other one? Hold on. Cause y'all know there was another one that I think they took it down. Hold on. Oh wait, here it is, right here.
I'm doing it today. Y'all. So, guess what I'm at? Guess I woke up at, y'all. Look.
It's been remodeled.
It's like,
can
y'all imagine just waking up here every day? Look at me in my robe.
It's still a 1992.
Can you imagine just
Ain't
coming
nothing
to eat
remodeled in that house.
fine, you know, dining here at the table?
Same color walls, same raggedy stairs.
We can do our work.
Michelle.
That's my room. Don't look in there. But yeah.
Same shit, same couches.
This
Look at
is
the flow. The flow ain't even been
phenomenal.
redone. It need to be resurfaced.
So Maya, how did we get here? Sometimes I ask myself, like, Maya, how the fuck did you get here? Like, And it's like,
Same
this is
brown
God's
cabinet.
plan. God did this. Let me look out the window, make sure nobody ain't outside. But yeah,
Same curtains
I
on
ain't
the
gonna do
wall.
y'all full walkthrough, but just enough.
It got remodeled. I mean, I'm just being facetious,
Okay,
but not really.
you're right.
Well,
I
my
take that
point
back.
was
I
maybe they need the
apologize.
donation money to do some certain remodels for the home.
It's been a year. You don't think they could have remodeled that? He was remodeling his own house, right? And he got the donations last year, 200, at least 250. That's at least. And then they've been accepting donations through the NASM website. They're accepting monthly pledges, basically saying that there's an initiative for homeless transgenders, and nobody's been in the house for 12 months until the past month or so. They got Zamaya, a TikTok influencer with over 50,000 subscribers, who lives in Orlando, Florida,
What
flew
that mean?
down to live in the TS Madison Starter House.
Oh,
Now,
you trying to say in your sort of way that this person may not be homeless or need to be in the house
this
because they have
person
a
just
lot of
flew back to
followers?
Orlando yesterday.
Well, with stories, because I know you showed the stories. I know people go say I'm gaslighting, whatever is clever, say what you want. That could have been something from a long time ago. People kind of post stories
Shoulda,
and
woulda,
it be
shoulda.
from back in the day.
So what she need to stick with the storyline. Shoulda, woulda, shoulda.
Oh my goodness, Michelle, I'm here for you. I live for you.
Well, I mean,
This is me.
but I mean, facts is facts. I'm not making shit up. Am I making any of this up? You know how I am. I pull receipts. I use stuff out of people's own mouth. I'm not making nothing up. Y'all see it yourself. TS Manhan said he donated the house, right? He said he donated the house. And then just the other day, people were questioning it and talking about the DL Whisper. And he crashed out and said, "It's my house. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Either you donate it or it's your house. One or the other."
I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I don't keep up with
Oh,
like
let
a
me
lot of
post
the
it.
things
Let
that
me
go
show
on in
you.
the streets. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on.
That fool said denial.
You must have just got here because we've been going through this, chair.
They say I'm in
Hold
denial.
on.
I
Where the
will
X
say that
is?
TikTok live yesterday was a lot going on in there.
Which one?
Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's when I was replaying the thing.
Ooh, it was something going on in there.
I don't be paying with hold on. My house. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. Yeah, he said it's my house. I can do what the fuck I want to do with it.
Ooh.
It is right here. And he just said this on Valentine's Day. So I mean, again, I'm just asking questions. I don't know what's true, what's not. And the person was asking him, I mean, is it true that nobody been in that house until you got exposed by the DL Whisper and then quickly shoved one trans woman in there? That was on February
Ooh.
14th. T.S. Manhan said, "It's my house. I can put whoever I want in it whenever I choose. That's the joy of owning real estate. Either you donated it or you own it."
So I have a question. Is it on record that T.S. Madison has said that she donated the house? I'm just asking because
Absolutely.
it is okay.
Absolutely. Hold
Then
on.
they need to start being consistent then.
Absolutely. Hold on.
Somebody said I'm foolish. Oh, baby.
You know they be gaslight me. That's okay. Hold on.
I would
So
never if I said,
this was the press that they did for. Can I pull this up?
I would never gaslight Michelle. You talking about?
They love gaslight me, Haney. That's
I'm a
okay.
Leo sis. I can't do that.
These comments about this DL Whisper is helping real women. I just that
Right.
y'all have got me blown with this.
But why
narrative.
y'all care? That's my only problem. I get it. He ain't helping nothing. He ain't doing that. But why do y'all care? Y'all don't have nothing to do with women
Because you
and
guys are
their
putting
straight
so much
relationships.
stock and so much love into him. And what
Why do
is he
y'all
doing?
care? Are you jealous? You want the
Because
love that they give you?
No,
unlike
because it's
contrary.
unfair that people get online and call us the maggot word and all these other derogatory
doing
terms
that ain't
when
me.
this guy is a part of our community and he's not doing anything but getting so much love. Like what is he really doing?
And contrary to popular belief, a lot of gay men I know in my life love black women, and we don't want y'all missing out on a man because he ate a banana a certain way or he have dangly earrings. You thinking he gay because he hugging his friend? Like no,
Well,
these
if
they
we
have.
miss out, it was never intended to be.
Cause it's like if he walks a certain way, he gay. Oh, if he hug his straight friend, like what are y'all?
If he
Come
wipe
on.
his ass, if he wipe his ass with a baby wipe, he's gay. Like this shit is crazy.
So this was the press release. Hold on, it was another one. Hold on. That was the little they did a whole photo shoot.
Who is that?
Talk about it was launched in March of last year, and Zamaya just got there in the end of January. A re-entry home for formerly incarcerated by trans people. Blah 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 blah. Hold on, I gotta find where they said that it was donated. Hell, listen, y'all watch TS Man Hands. He done said out his own mouth it was
And I
donated.
don't know how all this works, but I just want to throw maybe another bone out there. Maybe it's taking so long to house the people. Do they have to do like a certain process to get them? Maybe the process is just a little long and it's taking a little while to get each person in there because there's a certain process they have to follow. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
So you saying they couldn't process nobody in the Atlanta area? There ain't no transgenders in need in the
Well,
vicinity. They had to go all the way to Florida.
first of all, don't you have to apply to be in there, right?
I don't know nothing about it.
Maybe
That
the
would be
homeless people.
now, Michelle. That would be something to look up. What is the application process? What is I'm interested in that. How do these people? Is there one online? How do they get in this house?
So it take a year to get somebody in there?
I'm
But who
asking you.
homeless is going to
That's something we should research.
Who homeless is going to apply for something if it's an application process? So maybe it's the process.
Y'all answering y'all own questions. I'm just here.
See, Michelle Gaslight, that's that, whatever that means. Y'all like to use that word. Michelle Gas.
How the homeless people gonna find out about it?
Michelle, you look cute in that outfit.
Thank you.
Your hair looks nice too.
Thank you. They were trying to read me on TikTok talking about my part went straight or something. I just like what?
Somebody now, while you're looking whatever you're looking up, when is this interview coming with? Because y'all know y'all gonna tear the internet up with that interview.
What
The
interview? What you talking about?
dude that we saw on. Oh, you did post it on your YouTube. So yeah, with Tasha K.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, we talked about that. Hold on.
When is that interview coming out?
Oh, the interview that I did with Tasha K.
Yes.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't remember what I talked about. the longer guy, I'm like, did I say what I had said? I don't even remember.
I do know the meaning of gaslighting. I was just joking. I have a college degree.
Hey, Liz, why you so quiet, friend?
Oh, hey, Michelle.
How you doing?
I'm quiet because, like, I'm gonna say something ignorant.
Oh Lord.
That's
Okay.
why. No, because
Go
like
ahead.
I was gonna talk about how like where I'm from, I'm just used to seeing like I'm not trying to make a generalization. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't like to offend anybody. But like my brother's gay, and one of his best friends is trans. Not that that means anything. I know you guys always hear people say, "Oh, my brother's gay," but I'm just saying, like for me, as someone that doesn't really know how the whole fight started, I just feel like TS Madison and Dia Whisper should have just duked it out. That's
That's
ignorant.
what
I'm
I said.
sorry.
No, I said
I'm
that. I said
sorry.
let the two men fight. And because T.S. Madison all of a sudden trying to act like a demure white woman who is scared for his life. But then any other time, if it was Tasha K, if it was me, if it was just hilarious, if it was
Yeah.
Kaya, he would have been online ranting and spitting and
But you know,
talking about the kids and talking about molestation and talking about beating our ass and all that stuff. And as soon as DL Whisper curse him out and say he pulling up, all of a sudden he shut down like, oh my God, I'm scared.
I think a part of this is, and I said it on your TikTok live, a part of this is he's kind of like a lot of you bloggers and vloggers do that. You don't really like to respond to people who are kind of beneath you. as far as followers and stuff. Like with the Funky Dineva situation I had with Tamar Braxton, I think he was so adamant about that because of how many followers she had and all that stuff. But if it was me, somebody who has probably 1,000 subscribers, he would not even
But
respond to me.
Mendici's got a lot of followers. He didn't respond to Mendici's.
Oh, I don't know the situation with Mendici.
Oh, Mendici's called him out and said that he was lying and he wanted to see him. And then next thing you know, Junkie Dineva go mute. Then that's a perfect example of these men won't say nothing to men, but they have all this smoke for women, i.e. Funky Dineva, Tamar.
Well,
as soon
I
as
just
the
want
men
to say
pull up,
this.
it's crickets.
Well, I wanted to say this. Like, one of the things I've noticed about TS Madison is that she, like, I feel like she really want to be in the streets, like the old days. But because she worked with Beyonce and all these other people, she don't really want to, like, come off as like
Work
she's
with
still.
Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce took a snippet off of YouTube. That man ain't
Well, you
working
know
with
what I'm
no
talking
Beyonce.
about. Like, TS Madison wants to be a
Have you seen T.S.
celebrity.
Madison with Beyonce? Where's a picture? Beyonce takes
Michelle, you know
pictures
what I'm
of
talking
everybody.
about.
Where's a picture of T.S. Madison in the room
No,
with
but that's
Beyonce
what
walking
TS
around?
Madison wants.
Beyonce
TS
said her
Madison wants to.
name on the stage when she did the Renaissance concert, so she
Beyonce
does.
said a lot of
Yeah.
people's names.
Oh,
No, but like
she
I just
knows.
feel like T.S. Madison really wishes it was back in the day, and that's why she still involves herself in mess. Like, because I don't know exactly how the whole fight started, but it's like, who is Dio's Whisper?
Nene
Like,
Leakes
he's
was
just a
behind all
small.
this. Nene Leakes started all this with that interview.
That's what T.S. Manhan said, that it stemmed from Nene Leakes' interview. But I think
Really?
when because the DL Whisperer did commentary on it and basically said
No,
what
but
he said, and T.S. Madison got mad and stick the mob on him because T.S.
no, but
Madison
why
can't
does T.S.
stand any type
Madison,
of scrutiny.
someone
You know
that
what I'm saying?
like
Like DL had
associates
every
with
right
celebrities?
to react to that video. Everybody was reacting to that video.
No,
So
but I just
why
feel
is
like, yeah. No, sorry, Michelle. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like T.S. Madison picked Dia Whisperer. Like, we all know that Dia Whisperer was wrong for showing up to the house. But I feel like at the end of the day, T.S. Madison likes that type of stuff because back in the day, she used to be fighting it with, she wasn't just fighting the trick, she was fighting other gay men or other trans. And so I'm sorry, I don't want to offend nobody, but like, did anybody used to watch Ballroom Throwbacks? Do y'all know that channel?
I do, because they follow me. Yeah, I know Ballroom Throwbacks.
Oh my God. Michelle, have you
What?
do you know who Kelly is?
I don't know who Kelly is. Oh,
So she,
Kelly, the was in the ballroom and
Wasn't she on
yeah,
Pose?
no,
yeah.
no, Kelly, she used to be what, maybe she was,
Yeah,
but
she
she
did a
used to
guest spot on
be,
Pose.
Kind of heavy set.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's heavy
Yeah,
set. She
dark
used to
skin.
be
Yeah.
really friends with MC Deborah. You always used to see them. Oh, when MC Deborah was like, I got a new cut, a new color. She was talking about Kelly. I'm sorry, Michelle, but there's this video of Kelly beating up a gay man, and she throws him into a telephone box. It is hilarious. I feel
Like I said, let the men fight. And that's why on TikTok earlier, somebody was like, you gonna go help the DL Whisperer? I was like, me donating is one thing, but I'm not gonna ruin my safety and my sanity getting in the midst of this fight with two men. I've always been told when two men fight, let them fight.
I feel like if they would
A
have just
woman should
duked it
not get in the
out
middle of a man's beef. Let them men be.
with no weapons, no shoes, no guns, no whip, they would have probably been friends
Any
by
other
now. I'm
time T.S.
sorry.
Manhattan talk about beating my ass. Any other time T.S. Madison talk about beating Tasha K. Any other time he talk about beating Just Hilarious. Why you
I
can't
never
beat
heard
the
her say
DL
that she
Whisperer?
would
Because
beat
he a
that.
dude.
I've never heard her say she would beat any one of y'all. I'm just saying.
Child, I'm
I have
not even
not.
going back in the archive. I don't have time to go back in the archive and
Honestly.
pull all the stuff that T.S. Manhattan has said. He even told me I need to do prostitution.
Oh my God. All right, Michelle, before I leave, can I just show you the video of Kelly slamming that man?
Sure.
That's what I was thinking about this whole time.
Well,
How
then
did I
again, we
send
can't
it?
be showing no fighting. I don't want to show no fighting. It's gonna mess
You
me
know
up. And
what? No. It's funny.
just
I'm
send it.
sorry.
Put it in the private chat, and I'll watch it later.
Why they eat
I
me
put
alive?
it in this.
What I do?
Huh?
No, I think it's gonna make the whole chat laugh. Like I put it in the studio chat.
Everybody said you wrong, Durant. Am
I
I
know
saying your
they are
name
turning
right?
me up.
They
They,
saying that TS Madison has threatened women many times.
Yeah, that
Many,
is
many,
true.
many times.
and she's also, I mean, she's talk crazy. I'm not saying threatened, but she's giving the same energy to men too. So I
Ah,
don't know.
Oh,
please.
to you personally?
No,
When?
but it was a
When?
little
Oh,
Boosie
When has
situation.
TS man has ever said he'll fight a man?
It
Never.
was a little Boosie. Well, she didn't say fight. I ain't heard her say fight anybody.
Exactly.
I
It's
haven't
not
heard her
the
say
same
fight anybody.
energy. Where is the vitriol? Where is the spitting and the vein popping out his forehead when he talk about the Corey Holcombs out of Boosies out of this, that, and the third? When he talk about me, when he talk about Tasha K, when he talk about Jess Hilarious, like he really has this energy for him that he despises and would kill us if he saw us in his presence. No shade for real. It's like you see, like it's so negative, and then start talking about the stuff he was saying about Tasha being abused by her stepfather. That was nasty. Like no human being, like that was literally demonic. Like what type of woman you want to be a woman? Women don't do certain things like that and make fun of 9-year-olds being touched by other men.
yeah.
That was atrocious. I don't care what kind of beef you got. Like there was other people that's been touched when they was young. When you ain't got no control over what an adult would do to you. And so
From
he
what
was making fun of it, saying until you da 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 da, like she seduced her daddy or something. He's weird. Like
Well, from
no,
what I've seen, TS is giving the same energy that's given to her. I know everybody, a lot of
I would
people that are getting
disagree.
crazy with me in the chat. I know y'all on the internet 24 hours a day. I have not seen her give nothing but the same energy that's been given to her.
I would disagree. But okay. You gonna take up for him every single chance you get.
I'm
I
gonna take
get
up
it.
for you
You a
too.
fan. You a fan. It's okay. You a fan.
I am.
And
I'm a
most
fan
people
of
who are
hers and
fans
yours.
like will defend to the death the people that they like because you like them. But my thing is, I would appreciate you being a fan and at least calling people out on their wrongs. You just did it to me. You said I like you, but you be saying some homophobic shit. Why
No,
you can't say I like TS, but that was wrong for him to make fun of molestation?
but can I be
You
honest?
know
Yeah.
It
Wait,
was
hold
very
on.
it was very making fun of sexual trauma is unacceptable.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, can I be honest
I
with
mean,
And
you?
I
he
feel
did,
like
and
T.S. Madison gets away with a lot. That's very
he's not
true.
only did it, he's done it more than one time. He's done it over and over and over again.
Well, can I be honest with you? I will say that I do watch you just a little bit more than her. Not to say, so maybe I'm just missing a lot. Like the stuff that I see is when I actually catch you. But I do, I do hold the same with her as you.
Okay.
I know they hate when I say her in the chat. They just giving it to
I don't think they mind. They know that I'm never gonna call him or her. But you're
They-
welcome to. I'm not gonna stop you from using whatever pronouns you see fit. I'm that.
But I think it costs $0 to give to be nice to someone. If they want to be called a damn frog, I'm gonna call them a frog.
But I
You know?
do. I call Zamaya her
Okay,
Who's the
because I don't
Maya?
know
right.
Zamaya. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Zamaya. I don't have nothing against Zamaya. And so it is what it is. But T.S. Manhands will never get that respect from me.
Well, I'm
Never.
gonna say this. Like, I feel like as a woman with a public platform, people expect you to be kinder than they expect T.S. Madison. Because I feel like with the community, not saying that everybody, like, but especially when it comes to like some, not all, some Black trans women, they get a pass for saying certain things. And it's like nobody really feels comfortable calling them out because they know, oh
Everybody
well,
get
they
a
what,
grew up
pass
a
for
certain
saying things.
way, or
what do they get a
you
pass?
know.
What do they get a pass from
Well,
saying?
I mean,
Junkie
saying
gets a
for
pass. T.S. Madison gets a
saying
pass. They all get
things
a
that
pass.
aren't politically correct. Like,
Do
let's
you
Like
say if
they
there's a trans person and they misgender another trans person, people
everything
think
that
that's funny.
Okay.
everything that T.S. Madison says,
All right.
she gets ate up for it. So what are y'all talking about? She get a
Okay.
pass.
I don't think she really gets ate up
All
for
right.
it. Like this, I mean, has T.S. Madison ever had like a time she got disinvited from an event? She never got canceled. Like other, like
Well, you
like
can't
she's
cancel.
never. That's what I mean.
This
Like
is a
other
sound
people, if
bite.
like
This is a sound bite, and I didn't want to play, the actual clip, but this is somebody using the sound bite. But hold on, listen.
That's perfect.
Well, make sure y'all get y'all tickets.
Thank you.
Who should have went to jail is that man that was fucking her mama's boyfriend that was fucking her ass, her sister.
Oh Lord.
But that mama was too inebriated from smoking all them bolos, smoking all that crack, bitch, while she was laid up over there, zoned out. She couldn't take care of churn. That's why her motherfucking stepdaddy had his dick. It's unfortunate. That's the way traumas usually happen. That's why
I couldn't even see the little
in the way that it does.
caption.
Oh yeah, that's just a
When I see a private conversation on my break, yeah, that's oh my god, I'm gonna offend a lot of people. But like that's another thing. Like Michelle, if you got on here and you were so like vulgar, they would be like, "Oh, Michelle don't got no class. Why she talk about that? Why she curse every 5 seconds? That wouldn't be, like come on now.
Because
You see what I'm saying?
He's a caricature of ghetto black women, and they
Well,
like
I will
that.
say this.
They love that.
I'm the delusional one, so I'm gonna say this. Tasha K has ate in her house or been in her house under her roof. I would probably react the same way. If you've been in my house and broke bread with me and you doing what
So
you
it's
doing
okay to make fun of molestation because you've been in my house?
No, it's not. It's definitely not. It's not okay to make fun of that. But I'm saying some people go to the gutter like that if that's what's happened. If you broken bread, I don't know what I would say. I'm not saying it's right, but I don't know what I would say if what happened to me. You've been in my house and you done ate with me and my mama, and you doing whatever to me in these streets. I don't know how I react.
Okay, this reminded me of something personal. All right, so my brother, he had a drag race for his birthday. And like we were all there. It was me, my mama, all my brother's friends. And my I'm sorry. It just reminded me because like, my mom's there and like they're telling jokes.
I do.
And my brother's trans friend, he just starts talking about his booty hole in front of my mama. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like I'm sorry.
I don't know what.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, but it just reminded me because it's just like a lot of trans women say much more vulgar things, and everybody's like hee hee. But if it was somebody else, I just feel like y'all get what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I understand. I understand. People get a pass for saying certain things under the guise of.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Butterfly. Hello.
Did I make him leave?
Hey, Michelle, really?
No, go ahead.
Butterfly.
Hey.
Yeah,
You
it's
get what I'm
butterfly.
saying?
The 2 eyes know why. But I
Hey,
had a
Butterfly.
Someone
question,
asked if I
Michelle.
was drinking. No.
Hold on, Liz. Hold on. Go ahead,
Okay.
Butterfly.
I have a question, Michelle. I don't know. Is it okay to mention like other content creators, not in a negative way though? Like,
Sure, go ahead.
okay, now here is where I say that this is coming full circle, right? And you're onto something. Do y'all remember when Oliver Twix actually really is the one that dropped this tea?
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
I
remember
don't
TS Madison bullied him. Right. And TS Madison bullied him to backtrack, backpedal, and take it down and do all of that. So at the end of the day, I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And TS Madison does have a habit of
let's ignore the dude that helped steal my washer and dryer. Let's ignore him for a minute.
Oh wow, I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Even before him. No. But even before Oliver Twix, we let's start with the whole Kaya situation. He did the same thing. He was flagging Kaya's channels. He was every channel she went to, he was trying to block it. Same thing with me. That's why I have two YouTube channels. My ATLien channel was actually my channel back then. And he was flagging my channel. My channel kept getting taken down. I couldn't go live, all of that. So I started the Michelle ATLien Brown channel as a backup, and it ended up being my main channel. So I mean, this
Right.
pattern has continued,
Well,
and it's
yeah, it
not
is a
just
pattern. And that's basically what I want to say, Michelle. It is a pattern.
no, I
And
get it. I get it. I
Homeboy
just didn't
making up a lot of
use him as an
excuses. He
example.
always has a but at the end. I don't think it was right, but so it's kind of like you still making up excuses. TS Madison, he always misgendering a woman. So I don't even understand the argument about misgendering him. He's always misgendering a woman. Fish,
Always. It
the
started with
fish
Wendy
asked not
Williams
to be
back in the
called
day. He was
fish.
calling her Wendell. Remember that?
Right, that's the first thing he do when he goes after a woman is he misgenders them. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you can misgender, then I'm a correctly gender. So what's the problem? Like y'all give him too much passes. Y'all give him way too many passes. He's very disrespectful, and you can't have a problem with who the DL Whisperer is, and not have a problem with who TS Madison is. I don't care what nobody say. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me up.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Liz, go ahead, friend. Keep it on top.
She read. Don't nobody worry about DL Whisper like y'all do. I don't know where. I mean,
but you came up here
first of all, I came up here to talk to you, but I did. You know, I know about a little bit something about this. Yes, I want to talk about it, but I just want to let you know that people are not really celebrating like you say they are celebrating. You make like this big gay hurrah parade is going on.
Oh my God! Hold on, let me.
Is in jail. And let me tell you something. Michelle, I said in the comments, the word on the streets is he may be in jail because he was like allegedly, possibly stalking somebody else that nobody knows. Well, we know him, but he's not as popular as the other ones. But that's what they're saying on the streets. I don't know if that's true.
I thought it was because of TS Madison, and I thought it was because
there's been other content creators as well.
The Dominique Morgan, but I thought the reason he had this situation was because and he got court on March 3rd. And TS Madison has responded, so it's about TS Madison because TS Madison was not gonna let this go without going to his platform and saying something. So and Dominique going to their platform and saying something. So it's not nobody else, it is them two.
Well, they said I failed at defending TS. Oh, I didn't know I was here to defend TS. Okay.
Go ahead.
I love y'all too. I'm a part of the Patreon, so all the Patreon folks been reading me as well. I love y'all too. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
I don't mind respectful.
You're never gonna win the bingo game. You're never gonna win the bingo game ever.
Hold on.
Can I say something before you leave? Like, I will say, Michelle, you have some good fans. Like, even though I know people in the comments are like, "Oh, Durant," you're pretty respectful, even though you disagree.
Maybe. I'm 44 with
you feel me?
I can handle that, baby. I've been called a fag since I was 4. I can handle whatever y'all saying in the chat, baby.
No, but for real, I could tell you really love Michelle.
Huh?
For real, like you love Michelle, don't you? Even if you disagree with her. No, I'm just saying, like Michelle, your fans love you.
I'm going. Yes, we like. You know what? I be happily giving my $5, knowing she in a mansion and I'm over here in a box scratching.
I am a single woman. I have to make my money some kind of way. Why I can't sell my content? You just want me to get all my content.
So Michelle, I
don't be on here selling y'all no candles. I don't be on here selling y'all. I literally, that's all I got is $5 on Patreon.
Michelle, sometimes I have to choose it between Starbucks and you, and I choose you.
I appreciate that.
So for real, I know it's bad.
Anyway, I was gonna go on Patreon tonight, but it's 2:30. We've been talking for damn near 3 hours. Anybody else want to call? Anything else you want to talk about? Y'all don't want to talk about Kenya's eviction?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, Michelle. You have to roll by.
I did.
You have to
today, but
no. When they actually put her stuff out, I want to see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
I gotta know exactly the date, and I don't really keep track. If somebody hit me up and tell me the date, then I will. But until then, I'm not going to just
I can't believe it's gone this. I know, but I can't believe it's gotten this far. Like I really thought that Kenya was gonna pay her bills
I was
and
hoping
maybe
that she
stay
was
there for
gonna pay.
yeah,
I was
maybe
hoping
stay
that
there for
happened.
2-3
Pay her
months
bills with
more.
what?
The
Huh?
salon.
Pay her bills with what?
Uh,
Oh, with
I
what?
mean, you don't think she should have some money saved up? She was on the Housewives for damn near 15 years.
Oh, making what? And
She was making money on the Housewives, wasn't she?
oh, child, that money probably gone. That's probably been gone.
Where it go? It's not like
Someone
she
said I'm
Apparently,
creeping
rich
them
well.
out. What am I doing?
all them trips to Dubai, baby, you gonna be broke. You gonna be broke in 2.2
I
seconds
mean,
because
I thought she was going to Dubai to get some money, not to spend it.
that acting career, baby. She was talking about Twa. Shout out to Twa, which came out in 1985.
It's
Baby,
not gonna age shame. But I'm like, I just
I
really
was
want to
born.
know why she can't be on Tubi with Claudia and them, with Chris Stokes and the PDFs. Like, why she ain't over there?
Chris Stokes ain't in jail.
He should be, child. Claudia Jordan worked with him.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that because I know last time somebody said something, you ended up flying somewhere to court. I ain't got the kind of money to defend myself. But every time
I
I think
always
of
get in
Chris
trouble,
Stokes, I
child.
think of that article about Raz B that you wrote. So
Yeah, it's still on my site today. He wanted me to take all them articles down. It's still there.
but
The
honestly,
little boys and they draws and everything.
what Tubi movie is paying though? She wouldn't get anything over
I
there
mean,
either.
it's better than nothing.
So you better off letting
It could
people
pay a
do
light
the
bill, a gas bill. It could pay a month of rent or something. You know what I'm saying?
you are better off letting them men doo-doo on you.
Oh my god.
Is
Not the
baby,
doo-doo.
what is the housewives paying nowadays? What they paying K what's your ex friend? What they paying her?
That is not my friend. I don't know what they paying K. What's the face? They might be paying her in Cheetos for all I know.
So
Mm.
what is it? What's so offensive about being a friend to the show? Are they paying like nothing for
They
that?
pay good thing. It's almost like well, it depends on like Marlo had a good friend contract because Marlo was actually getting paid more than some of the people. Like when Eva came, Marlo was getting paid more because Marlo had been a friend every year, and every year her salary had went up. Now I don't know the exact amount, but she was getting paid more. Shamia was Shamia a friend first? I think Shamia was getting paid a little more because she had been on multiple seasons. But of course, she got
Mhm.
her piece. But and Cynthia was probably getting paid because she used to be a peach, but she still wasn't getting, it was still like one off. You get paid per episode. Now, being having a peach and being demoted down to a friend is an issue because you pretty much getting to pay like appearance fees. Like you know how when Derek J walk on or Miss J or something, they got a day rate, right? The day rate might be $500 or whatever. But if you are a housewife, you get like $20,000 per episode. That's on the low end. So it just,
Per
that's why they
episode
feel
that you own.
a slap in the face.
So the confusion I have, so she got demoted or whatever. They told her they want to be a friend. So why is that when
They
Nene
didn't
said,
demote her ass. They fired her ass. And then when the next season started casting, I guess she probably was begging for them to come back. Begging to come back, and they was like, "You can come back as a friend," and she was no, and that's how the story goes because they didn't want Claudia.
but that's interesting to me because didn't Nene say to Carlos in that interview that she felt like they picked the wrong, she kind of advocated for her to be on the show, didn't she?
That's what she said. When it was between her and Demetria McKinney. Remember, Demetria really didn't have no storyline outside of Roger Bob and trying to do her album and all that. She was pretty boring. And I guess, yeah, when they filmed the whole season and then they craft everything after they got all the filming together, which to me is why, like, even with what season we on 17, that they haven't really came out with a trailer and all that. A lot of stuff is taking a long time because I feel like they ain't got much. But, you know.
Oh, it's gonna be a sad season. I didn't stick
Yeah.
around.
It might surprise you, but I think it's gonna be trash.
Where is the Bailey?
Honestly, I forgot about it. Almost forgot about it,
I
honestly.
think the trailer should come out within the next couple of weeks though, because they did that little teaser last week after Potomac reunion. But I did hear they're using the same cast photos and stuff, and I guess the new people just gonna have to take picture with the same color scheme and they can insert them. But I'm like, that sound real low budget.
I want Cynthia to bring the Bailey agency back.
I feel like she has too much projects going on, right? And I feel like it didn't really work out, right?
Wow.
I don't know, something I forgot. Like the Bailey industry. I mean, what was it? Bailey, whatever it's called.
The Belly
Uh,
Agency. Uh-huh.
yeah, the agency. I feel like one of the off seasons, people would like show up and it was also empty or something like that. Like I feel like Cynthia didn't really put her heart into it.
I think she fired because somebody said, "Can Kenya do the trader show?" Or is she fired? I don't think they touching Kenya right now because of Brit's lawsuit.
Yeah.
Somebody said, well, who was it that said that they had intended? I think Kenya even said it. They had intended on bringing her back for season 17, but then Brit said it in her lawsuit. We was reading the
Mm-hmm.
lawsuit, and when she found out about it, Brit was upset or whatever. But she, when she filed the actual lawsuit in New York, they cut all ties with Kenya.
Yeah. I mean, Kenya's just too unstable. Like she doesn't think before she acts. She just does stuff. And I just feel like that, it doesn't make good TV. Like it's cringy.
I'm still
Well, I
confused
mean,
as
everyone needs an antagonist.
if the pictures weren't Britney, then I don't understand why she still would be in trouble.
Because
I
they
think it
act
was a deep fake.
well,
Like she made something.
it's 2 or 3 things. First of all, you displayed images of somebody performing oral sex in a room full of people, which included people who are contracted, cameramen. All of that is sexual harassment. Like, I didn't agree to come to this and see all these sexual images. Let's start. That's one. Second, the network and Kenya and everyone, even if it wasn't Brit, presented it to the public, to millions of viewers, that it was Brit, even though we didn't see it. That was the whole story, is that it was Brit on these images. Brit said she didn't know it was her until the end of the season,
Yeah.
when she didn't, the day before the reunion, that she didn't show up to. And she, that's the whole thing. So it was still damaging to her reputation. It was damaging to her mental, because people were all in her DMs and in her stuff, calling her a whore and saying she was sucking dick. People were doing interviews saying it was her and Young Berg. You don't remember? Like, it took
Yeah.
legs of its
Yeah, I
own. So
remember.
yeah, so despite it being her or not being her, everyone presented it as it being her. So Kenya has to be held accountable. And in the lawsuit, she's accusing Kenya of like sexual harassment.
Oh,
Like, why would you pull pictures of me saying it's me naked sucking a dick in front of all these people? Like, isn't that like either revenge
Yeah.
porn or harassment or something? Like, why would you do that as a
And I
coworker?
think what
If
also added to it is like, remember when Britt thought that it was like a picture of her when she was underage? Because she was like she was, I
yeah,
get, she was trying to
she
think, oh my
probably was
God,
trying to
what
figure
photo
out,
will
where
be
would this
out?
picture come from? Can you imagine if somebody said it was a picture of you and everybody in the room said it was a picture of you, and you not there and you haven't seen it, and you may have took some freaking sticky pictures in the past? You're not gonna be like,
Or
what
someone
you
took a
know?
picture of her if she's
Yeah.
underage.
Like, what? Let
Like
me see.
that's
It must have been me with
psychotic.
my boyfriend in 1980. I know I took that picture. So
I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
watch
messed
this
up.
season because I'm looking forward to seeing Portia turn gay and then turn straight. Hopefully, all in one season. Because
I'm gonna watch this season too.
it's giving
And
that is.
speaking of Portia, I got this last little mess. I had got a little message from somebody the other day that said Portia has 365 days left in that house,
Ooh,
approximately.
Not 265.
Not too soon. They said that too with the laughing emoji, because the date was February something when she filed for divorce or whatever, and she has a certain number of days after that in order to stay in the house. And so apparently February next year she's supposed to be out.
I'm
But she
interested in
sold her
this.
other house in order to continue paying the mortgage in this house. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. They equal
Mm.
sign.
It
It's
is.
gonna be interesting to see what happens in February, because can't nobody force the sale of the house when it's still in his name. Her name isn't even on the deed. So
Mm.
Ooh, I want to get into all of that. I want to know if Portia is Eden or is she a pillow princess. I want to know all. If you're not gonna tell us all that, I don't even want to see it. I want to know.
this gonna sound real homophobic. I want to know why all the studs look alike in Atlanta.
No, that's kind of like a thing
The
that kind of like a
aesthetic.
running joke. Kind of like a
They
running
all
joke.
light skinned, tall, with dreads or braids. Like they with tags, they all are light skinned and tall.
Well, she's
Well, I
not
mean,
the
I'm sure there's some dark skinned ones, but all the ones you think of Ty Young, you think of the Sway chick, you think of the Snoop chick, like all the people who be like all on social media, they all look like they twin, like they dress alike, they look alike, they hair be alike. It's like,
and it's funny because that's the studs that we see on TV, but in real life, it seemed like the studs are kind of short, bald, kind of small up here and kind of thick down here.
like Brorilla.
Yes, yes.
But Brorilla got that same aesthetic, but she just short, shorter, I guess.
I don't know, but Portia's woman look she a nice looking stirred.
I guess stirred your thing.
Stirred.
Nice looking.
See, Durant, you're being homophobic.
I'm not being homophobic. I'm not.
Calling that girl a stud, ain't that homophobic?
She's a soft stud.
A soft stud.
You look like a hard stud.
she has.
What's a soft stud?
They have like feminine qualities, but they have like masculine as well. Like Glorilla's sister's stud. She's kind of like more of a soft, almost feminine leaning stud.
There are levels to the studness.
All right. Well, there's that.
You got gay friends.
Are you looking forward to seeing Portia as a stud?
No, I want to know I don't think Portia eats, so I want to know I want to know what because there's the lesbians who don't eat, and there's lesbians that don't want to be penetrated with a finger.
Yeah. Like here we go.
Because I'm nosy in that way.
It's gonna be homophobic. Like, we don't be here who the top and who the bottom.
I don't either.
You try to figure out if Portia uses a strap.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. What you saying?
And that's the
like,
gag. A lot of us don't care.
Doing the eating.
A lot of
it's for entertainment.
That's something I'm nosy. I'm just nosy in that way. I have no excuse. I really want to know. Even though I don't care like top and bottom neither, but if I do ask, it's just because I'm nosy. I don't really care that deeply.
Mm-hmm.
They said you the stud whisperer. You said you are the stud whisperer, honey.
If I had known that DL Whisper was gonna get this much hype by just telling y'all what to look for, I should have made that my niche.
Is that we back on this again? But is that why y'all mad? Y'all gays is mad at him because y'all jealous because you want.
You can still do it.
I'm not mad, but
you just need a mask.
I'm not mad at the hustle.
Yeah, so no one knows his identity.
Why? Why?
So he won't end up. No, so he won't end up like DL Whisper.
Miss Nikki IG, I am what you call a side. I have never been penetrated, and I have never penetrated.
You ain't had to answer that.
I want to be nosy, so if I'm gonna ask somebody else their business, I may as well tell my business.
I don't tell mine. I be at everybody's business. I ain't telling nothing. I'm single. I'm lonely. I don't do nothing. I don't go nowhere.
Me too. I'm the same
way. You got us, Michelle.
I do. That's all that matters. I got y'all.
You rich and I'm poor.
Here you go.
I'd be like,
let me pay my. I'm rich in spirit. I'm wealthy in
please. Please.
I'm just glad to be here.
I'm gonna have to put you on my vision board. I want to be like her, wake up and do whatever I want to do when I want to do it.
Well, once you work, listen, once you work 20 years doing the same thing, earning the income, okay, doing all the things, buying and selling. Once you live 20 years, I will hope that you got some stuff that you could chill out for a year or two.
Well, can I ask you something? I may have asked you this for real before. Is Funky Dineva the reason why you are not really in the mentoring spirit? Because I feel like you can kind of make a killing for just masterclassing us people that may want to.
Oh yeah.
They tried to get me to do a master class several years ago, and it's not him that doesn't have me in the mentoring spirit. It's just life in general.
Mm.
And if I'm gonna be transparent, we doing Patreon right now. If I'm being transparent, like it started like in 2020, I had some health challenges, and I already told you I had gained weight, I had this, I had
Mhm.
that, I had fibroids, I had to have surgery and all of that. And then, once I got rid of all that stuff, then my mama got sick, and then I've been dealing with that. So it's just life and life, and it's nothing.
Mm.
I just
How
feel
is
like
your mom,
mentally,
by
I
the
just
way?
can't mentor nobody. I need to mentor myself. you know. I just be happy to show up every day, honestly.
I was so ignorant to cancer until my brother got, because I think my brother and your mom kind of got diagnosed around the same time. And
Mhm.
I just thought he was gonna go in for a few little things. What do you call it? He was gonna go and
Chemo.
do like 4 or 5 chemos. I didn't know it was gonna last a whole year. It
Yeah.
was. He just
'Cause
got.
originally they told my mom she had 6, and then after the 6, they said it's indefinite.
Oh.
So it's like I don't think it's gonna be indefinite for long. I don't know, but at the end of the day, like he couldn't tell her how many she needed, and that was driving me crazy. And I wanted her to get second opinions and all of that stuff. But yeah, it's a struggle,
It's a little
and then
it's a
seeing
mess.
the numbers and making sure the numbers are going down with the chemo and them being sick and all that. It's a
I
struggle.
knew my brother was going to chemo or whatever, but when I saw him after a few of them and his eyebrows were gone and his hair was
Oh
gone,
man.
beard was gone, it was like, oh, this is real.
Mhm,
But we were kind of
mhm,
going through it at the same time. I know my brother just kind of went into remission a few months ago. We were
mhm.
like
Oh,
going through it.
congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations. And that's what is so promising about these days being diagnosed versus say 10, 20 years ago. It was almost a death sentence back then. Now with the advancements in technology, the advancements in the chemicals and all that
Yeah.
stuff used, I think that, people are living longer even with stage 4 or whatever. So yeah, it's a blessing to be
Yeah,
in this age we are in now that, there's not a cure, but there are, things that happen that you can live with it. So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, so I know that was stressful for you, especially
mhm.
being young. And then my mom had got diagnosed with dementia as well. So it was
I'm
like
sorry for that.
Oh man.
that's why I was watching you and hearing your story about your mom. I was like, I don't know how you were doing it.
Yeah. But, I
Like,
mean, that's what I'm saying, it was an escape to come here every day. Because if not, I'm gonna ball up under the covers. It is what it is, but, you know,
yeah, it's
and I
like
still try to be outside a little bit. I don't even be having the mood to go outside. I be invited to so many places and don't show up and be RSVPing and don't show up because I really don't be having it in me, but I'm trying to get back outside. I gotta go see my mama next week. Mama Brown, if you watching. She probably sleep by now though. She
yes,
watches me every night.
yeah. I'm
Oh.
glad your family watched. None of my family watched me. And
Child,
at
child.
first, they used to hurt my feelings at first, but now
Uh-huh.
I don't
It
care.
hurt my feelings about my friends. My friends be sending me stuff from other blogs, and I be like, I talked about that yesterday. They don't watch me at all. They don't care nothing about what I do, and I be in my feelings. Like, really? Oh,
You know what,
whatever.
Michelle? I know I'll be giving you a hard time about being homophobic. You're not homophobic, I know, but you really underestimate your comedic skills because you really be making me laugh. Like I had to go look back. I think I looked at this video at least about 3 or 4 times in the last 2 weeks. The video with the Bell video. It was a long time ago.
The what
And
video?
the Ding Dong video. I think you named
Oh,
it
okay.
Ding Dong. That mess had me roll every single time. That one and the one that you did the reaction to Fox Soul with Zeus person. Their 2 videos, you had me hollering on both of those.
Oh my goodness. I don't never watch any of my videos. And the only time I had was when I did the watch party on TikTok the other day. And I was laughing myself when I was talking about the TS Madison Starter House or whatever.
Yeah,
It was funny.
because that Funky Dineva, that video with Zeus, that you would do this read. You were
I don't even remember. I need to go back.
I think that's one of your most funniest videos ever. And
Wow.
I think you just underestimate how funny you are. Even though
Oh,
sometimes you
But
be
you
like,
are funny, Michelle.
thank you. I be sitting up here stuttering. I appreciate y'all.
You know, sometimes you be reading us a little bit, the community a little bit.
I be reading who?
The community. And I think I've said this before. I just really want people to, a lot of the stuff that goes on the internet is not going on in real life. Like, gays are not fighting women. We're not giving advice to tell them how to deal with a man. We're not doing that. Like, I have a lot of women friends. I don't ever tell my friends how to deal with their men. If even I knew a friend that was going through an abusive situation, now if you need some help, we'll fight them together. But I'm not the type to be like, hey, you need to leave him. Hey, you do what you want to.
I mean, Durant. Am I saying your name? Because you know I've switched
Yes, you
back
are.
in my mind. I be saying
You
Durant,
are,
but
you
I'm
are.
saying Durant.
You can say how you
But
going.
listen, when you say we don't be doing that, it's true. Most of y'all don't, but I be talking to the collective online that I know that my audience be watching. You know what I'm talking about. It's a whole group of guys. The junkies might be one of them. The TS might be one of them. It's a whole group of the Armands. You know what I mean? Like they all watch them and they all do the same stuff. And it's just like, I guess it's just disheartening to see that they be like preaching to women and don't necessarily even like them. That's all. And I'm not
Yeah, and
talking about everybody.
I totally agree with you, especially with the calling, you know, black people gorillas and all that other stuff. I definitely with you on that. But some of the other stuff, you know. But yeah, I do. I do.
I mean, I think it's
I'm
normal to
Okay,
not
well,
agree
I
with
don't agree on
everything.
everything.
I'm
I'm
with you on
Yeah.
a lot of things. No,
What'd you
not
say, Lee?
enough. I love you. I
Oh,
love
I
you.
love you.
These people in here are
See,
just.
that's what I was trying to say. Your fans love you, even if they disagree, which is great. Some people can't say that.
Yeah, I be fighting tooth and nail. You watch ATLien? Yes, I do.
This is a dress, friend. This a dress. My Adidas Originals dress. I had to pull it out.
Why do you
Yeah,
have on your video? Can you put on your videos the stuff that you wear now? You should be able
yeah,
to
I
do that.
do. Well, yeah, I can if they're available. A lot of times it's not available. Sometimes I'll like tag my glasses or I'll tag like if there's an Adidas jacket I have on, I'll tag it or whatever. But some of my dresses, like I be getting like the originals that are like limited edition and stuff, and so I'll tag them when they there, and then they be gone. They're not tagged no more.
Mm. They trying to mess with your money.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then on my LTK, I got a whole LTK that got all my outfits on there. And half the time I don't take pictures every day, but I wear the same stuff over and over again. So a lot of my outfits on my LTK. I make a little bit of cheddar over there. Everybody be like, "You need an Adidas sponsorship." I'm like, "I got one. You go over there, click on what I'm wearing, and I will get paid."
Do you get invited to the LTK events? I know they have events for
I
people.
haven't yet. I haven't yet, but they've been wanting to again, like I told you, I've been kind of like crazy. I got like TikTok was trying to help me grow my thing and I dropped the ball on that. So I be having, the actual organizations reach out to me and try to, get me to corral my following because I do have a loyal following despite however many followers I got. They still follow me from platform to platform. So they be wanting me to do certain things and I be dropping the ball, child, but I get it together.
Yeah, I do be
Yeah.
all over the place, but you know that's
Like I
all.
said, I'm just happy to be here. You said, "When is the Tasha K interview?" I don't know. Y'all need to be asking Tasha K.
Well, can
Because
you
I know
do
when
us a
she was in
favor?
Atlanta, she said she did like several interviews. So I mean, I get out eventually.
Well, I said it in the comments on Patreon. A lot of y'all be reading me. Y'all ain't even a part of her Patreon, but you know that's a whole nother story.
They read me too. They said I was drunk. Like y'all don't like to lie.
They just
I'm
didn't get your
sorry.
sense of humor, Liz.
Y'all
That's all.
defending
That's
Michelle
okay.
so
No, it's
bad, but
fine.
you're not even a part of her Patreon, but you defending her so bad. Defend her by going and signing up for that Patreon, okay? Or
Yes,
Yeah,
shout out to
pledge
the Patreon
$5.
members. And it's crazy. A lot of my Patreon members are patrons of other people that I don't even mess with, and I don't mind. And I'm always like support everybody. I don't even care. Support everybody. But
I'm actually just signed up for your Patreon,
oh, okay.
and I think
Appreciate it.
you and another person. I don't know how you feel about her. I really love her, Jessie Woo. Y'all the only two I got a
Okay.
membership for.
I
That's
I
don't
it.
I
like
don't know
Jessie
her,
Woo.
but she all right.
She's another one that Oh my God! What? How am I? Hey, say what you say. What
Nah,
you
they just
will
talk.
say. What? But I would tell you something, Michelle. this is a whole different Michelle than on TikTok because baby, they came. I didn't realize that audience on TikTok was that vicious.
Oh, really?
Because I guess because I had TS Manhands in my title.
Oh, I didn't see that. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Because I said something about this TS Madison stuff is messy or something I said. That was
Oh,
yesterday, right?
yes.
Yeah, I said something about this TS Madison drama is messy. That's what the title was. And today I said something about ATL, Atlanta isn't real or something.
Yeah, I asked for my
Mm.
$5 back. I was just joking. It was a
You
joke.
ain't giving it no way. No.
I know. I know. I wouldn't get it no way. And this $5 only to the 11th because mine is. I just paid it today. It's due at 11th.
Oh, okay. You have to pay in the middle of the month.
No, because what I do, I use a prepaid card because I don't know what these Patreon folks. I don't know what y'all dealing with over there. So I use a prepaid card and load it when it's time. And I was a little, you know.
Not you said
Mine
you
is
don't
just
see
on
none of
auto
the Adidas
pay
I
for
be
my
wearing.
bank.
Child, I got the Adidas app on my phone, and as soon as a new thing launch, I'm looking like, oh, do I want that? Do I want that? Like I like they dresses and they like originals and stuff that they have limited edition stuff. Like some of the stuff they gonna have forever, like the jogging suits and the pants and stuff like that. But like the dresses and this little outfit, I love it anyway.
So whatchamacallit, they said this is just a rumor, so I don't know if it's true. But Tamar Braxton, she's always on live. People complain about her being on live. I don't have a problem with it, like everybody else. But supposedly she had like a battle on her TikTok and she made like $6,000 in the battle.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know if that's true, but the girls say I was like, if that's the case, I can see why she on live.
Yeah. I remember
yeah,
what's his
yeah,
name?
yeah.
Saucy
And I think
Santana.
celebrities can get it easier because again, your audience is gonna be bigger. Because last time I went live, I think I made $50. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's not
So
bad.
it just
Yeah.
if your audience is big and they giving beans and all that other stuff they be giving,
But
it's
TikTok
possible.
takes 50% of that.
I don't know what they take. I
It's
don't
like
know.
50%. It's crazy. It's
That
worse
is
Somebody
than
said,
crazy.
explain the difference between Patreon and Discord. Okay, Patreon is like the actual app with the videos and the behind the scenes stuff. Discord is extra. Discord is a perk of Patreon, which is really what is it, like threads where we have different topics and people can talk in the voice channel and they drop different links to different stories. So if you are a $5 and above member on Patreon, you can get Discord in addition to that. That's what it is.
I need to be in the Discord and post pictures of TS so they can gather me in there.
You should.
No, you have selective memory. I do. Thank you.
Lord, what is they talking about? I just really be clicking stuff. Don't be thinking I be reading. I literally be trying to just click.
Not me having selective memory. Okay. I don't remember what I did. I probably do. I'm a caregiver, so my
I
memory has
mean,
to go in
I
and
feel
out.
like people are gonna forget about it by the next live. But maybe that's just me.
Forget about what?
I mean, like, some people are mad at Durant in the chat, but I feel like they're gonna forget about it by the next
Oh, I
live.
don't
Like,
think
we
they're
all
mad.
have selective. Yeah.
They're not
I
mad.
don't
I'm
know.
not mad. I
Oh,
love everybody who's talking crazy about me. I love you. I
oh.
do.
Because the leopard I had on the other day was not Adidas. That was Micah's. But I do have the wide leg pants. See these right here? Is right here. And the short sleeve shirt. Hold on. See, oh no, that's not it. I'm a shopper, so I be online shopping all night long. We could talk about clothes and stuff all night outside of everything else. See, there go the Adidas wide leg pants right there. You see the leopards? There you go. It,
Leopards.
there it is right there. It's $90. They
I
got
didn't know
it
people
dick.
still
It
like
ain't
that.
that Adidas no more. Because again, once Adidas run out, it don't be there. See if I can open it.
I didn't know people still bought Adidas like that.
Huh. I love Adidas. That's just me. I'm in Atlanta, so I just wear all Adidas shit. There you go, right there.
Atlanta is very different. Somebody said Atlanta's not a real place, and I think I believe that. When I visited, I went to this restaurant. First of all, how you in a restaurant? How am I in a restaurant hookah blowing all over the food and stuff? And then the music is loud, like it's a club.
Yep, hookahs. But it just depends on where you go. You just gotta know where to go.
And I
I
remember
love
you had to
Atlanta.
charge a cover to
We
get in.
so flossy glossy. Everybody was talking about my Gucci, my Gucci jacket suit that I wore on Tasha K thing that y'all ain't seen yet, but y'all saw the clip. And I'm like, I was asking my friends what to wear, and because I was gonna wear an Adidas dress, I probably would have wore this. And they was like, I'd rather you do too much than too little. And so I like, well, I'll wear this. I ain't wore this in a while. And I
Ooh,
never wear it together. I always wear my pieces separately. So
when
yeah,
that interview when that interview come out, it's gonna be a mess. I know.
it is.
It's gonna be some folks battling in the streets.
It will.
Does Tasha K pay
But
to
I'm
be on her
scared because
interview?
it's been a long time, and I don't know. It might not even be relevant what we talking about. We'll see.
Does she pay for those? Does she pay to get you on there?
What? I ain't talking about nothing else.
You can say yes or no.
She ain't pay. No, she don't pay.
I don't know where y'all get that from. I'm not nobody's. If I'm standing for anybody or if I'm part of a cult, it's Mariah Carey. That's the only person I stand for. That's the only person I care for. When it comes to celebrities and people online, Mariah Carey is top tier to me. But I ain't fighting for nobody. Nobody on no
All right.
online. I came to defend myself. For the
Uh-huh.
I ain't defending no gays. I ain't defending
Yeah, she sent a car. She bought me dinner. Yeah, so sweet.
Baltimore.
Yes, I love me some Adidas, honey. I love Adidas. I love Louis Vuitton. I love Gucci. I love I love a lot of things. I love Balenciaga. I love Louis. I love everything.
Michelle, when's your
Yes.
birthday again?
August 21st.
August 21st.
My
I
Leo
am a Leo.
sis. Yes.
Huh?
I'm a July Leo.
Hey, Biggie.
I'm one of the sensitive Leos. Yes, Mariah Carey. I love Mariah Carey. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody.
All right, y'all. We just talking shit right now. We lost half our audience. All right, this has been wonderful. Thank y'all, my
All right,
Patreon members,
Michelle.
for stretching this out.
Yes, we scratch her
Anything else
out.
y'all want to talk about before I go?
No.
No, I think I've defended the Ella
Yeah, you
Bittaker.
pretty much defended TS man hands enough. I think they owe you a check.
Somebody said that. I get paid to do that. Okay, great.
Uh-huh.
And
Go
you
over
say
there and tell them to send you a cash app, child, because you was windmilling for them. You did the dang thing. You did it respectfully, and I can appreciate that.
yes, I appreciate you, Michelle. I will see you on the Patreon. All you people that was talking crazy, make sure you're signed up on the
And
Patreon.
look, I
You can
got
hit
new
the
gifts
join button.
pay for Patreon. Remember, I got these books y'all made me order.
Wait, are you going on Patreon?
Not today,
Or you're no, okay.
tomorrow, maybe.
What those are for game night?
This is Kenya Moore.
Oh. One
Wait,
thing
what?
about
Hey,
Kimmy
and how to
Moore,
get some.
one thing about her, I never really was a fan, but the woman is beautiful.
Yeah,
She's
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 beautiful.
beautiful, but I just never really been
Got an
like.
ugly spirit.
Yeah.
That kind of makes her less beautiful. But anyway, I digress.
All righty,
Thank
I'm
y'all
sorry I
for
made you
joining me
lose half
tonight.
your
Love
audience.
you guys.
Love
I
you
love
too.
you too.
Sorry I made you lose half
Bye.
your audience. Bye.
I did the same.
That wasn't y'all. That was me. The longer it get, the more people leave. It's getting late, child. The sun gonna be coming up in a minute.
No, but what was that other guy's name? He was here until I told my stupid story about what my friend said.
Oh
My brother's
yeah, I
friend
don't know
said.
where he went. He just
He
hopped off.
dropped off. I feel bad.
He
I
just
was just
hopped
trying to
off.
lighten the mood. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's all right.
All right, bye, Michelle. Bye.
Good night, Liz. Well, all right, you guys. It has been a wonderful time. Okay, these 3 hour lives be amazing. I might try to cut it up. I don't even remember what we talked about. We talked about Kenya Moore's eviction update. We talked about the DL Whisperer being arrested. We talked about the TS Manhands drama and why it is pertinent to the DL Whisperer being arrested, and it's all a big distraction. We talked about Monique talking about the diet shots, And we talked about colorist Claudia wanting to return to the Real Housewives if anybody wants her over there. But I digress. But appreciate each and every one of y'all joining me tonight. Like this video. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me right now. And I will see you in the next video. Oh. Subscribe to my TikTok because I've been doing afternoon TikToks, and TikTok is I am ATLien. Okay, I am ATLien. The same with my Instagram and all of that jazz as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. Exactly. Go to sleep. It is late in Atlanta.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night.